Girls, welcome back to Anything is Possible. We got ourselves an adventure today. We're gonna fly fish because it's Flyday, but we're taking the kayak, so we're gonna head upriver. But we're gonna start out by this dam, and we're gonna fly fish a little bit here, see if there's anything biting before we head upstream. But let's get this thing down to the water safely, and we'll go from there. Tyler, thank you for leaving the W in chat. Appreciate you guys. It's Friday. Flyday, Red Bull. Yeah, it's not Friday, it's Flyday. Don't come in here and talk about Friday. Friday doesn't exist. We're going to the wrong spot. Where are we going? I'm lost. I think this is our spot. Holy crap, the water's low. Oh my goodness. Skeeter, what's up, bro? Holy crap, it's low. I'll go out here, I guess. We got the kayak and the fly rods, and we're even semi-rigged for carp today as well. It's gonna be a weird day. We're actually going to be fishing the general area where Kevin caught his 5.5-pound smallie a week ago. We're gonna do it with a fly rod. Let's get up onto this beach here. You guys let me know how the signal is down here. I think it's sometimes spotty. Well, there's something big just jumping right over there. Stay busy. Oh yeah. Isla. Hell yeah, man. It's good to get outside. You know, that's the best way you fight depression. Get outside. Otherwise, you just get trapped in your loop. You know? Alright, we're going to start with this little... They call it a swimming woolly bugger pattern. I mean, I always grew up being woolly buggers were like something you float with it, you don't retrieve. But I use this in this stream because it looks like a hellgrammite. And there's a lot of hellgrammites in here. Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't need any more habits. But you do you. I try to get out in nature. That's my drug. Fishing's my drug. Got to get here. We put a new leader on here, so we should be in pretty good shape. Though this reel is kind of doesn't really have a drag system on it. All right. Yo, Tazzy, what are you doing? It's past your bedtime. Past your bedtime. We got the kayak, so I'm out here looking like an idiot. Got my life vest on, fly fishing. Your line is wrapped around your rod. No, it's not. Take it. Look, I already got the first cast done and I didn't snag. I'm just saying. You imagine snagging on your first cast? I can't believe you asked the boat to unsnag you. I had to tell my wife that. She was dying, dude. It's only 10. All right. The funniest thing is that you don't see anything wrong with that, Zyro. My wife was dying. I'm like, Zyro just asked some miscellaneous boater to unsnag him. She's like, what? All right. How's the signal up in here? Hit the thumbs up button if you don't mind. We're going to try here, and then we're going to kayak upriver. But we might as well start right here before we get carried away. I'm going to actually start down. Oh yeah, they're coming up here in the rapids. I can see them. I can see some activity. I don't know why I ask you how the signal is, because I'm about to move over here anyway. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Let's go. Your face in the sun here. I got to get out in this water a little bit. Alright. Got some activity right here. Right before the water pulls out of this area. Good bit of activity too, actually. Let's see if we can get a smallie on here. A little bit of a hatch, some bugs coming off the water over here. 21 awesome people in already. Holy smokes. Try to get the skunk off before we even get on the boat. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm going to be able to like actually fly fish from the boat, especially fighting current in this creek. Just going to let this one drift. Watching the end of the fly line is what I'm looking at. Green fly line to a fluorocarbon leader. So, oh, that was one. Let's see if we can get him. Just missed him. Just started, Jesse. We ain't catching nothing yet. Looking for smallies today. Got a big black leech pattern on at the moment. My son caught a 5.5 pounder out of here maybe 10 days ago, so I would love to get one on the fly today. So that's what we're doing. I'm sure we'll bump into all kinds of other fish though. That's what we're hoping to target. We got a couple last week on this stream on the fly rod, but we were working a different section. I was out with Nolan from Mission Discover. I ended up getting one decent smallie, about a pound, and a bunch of really tiny ones. But I mean, compared to trout, they're all really fun on the fly rod. $7.40 lure. Oh, nice, nice. Moving back to PA. That is awesome. Just because no one in PA would do it for you. That's true. They would do it for you in Pennsylvania, but at the end, they just take the lure. They're like, oh, cool, thanks, bro. And they cut the line. That happened to us at the Jersey Shore last week. Look at that guy just jumped. Come on, baby. Eat that. Eat that. Oh, God, that felt good, but it's a rock. It's something Zyra would say. Well, to be honest, Zyra, who the hell's going to get my snag out? You don't see any humans, do you? It's just me. It's just me out here. I don't have a whole crew with me. See, when Zyra goes live, he's got a professional filming crew. Oh, how am I going to get across here? This. Okay. Watching that line. Trying to mend the leader. Mend the line as much as I can before it goes down these rapids. Oh, I caught the bush. There we go. 48 people in here. Holy cow. Let's freaking go. Woo, we got a fancy gift. Hold on. Hold on. Yo, Mark with the laughing disco ball. Thanks, bro. Got to risk losing my leech down this rapid. You got quite a little rapid right there. Wasn't a scratch on your rig. That's nice. I'm trying to get over this bush behind me. That's why I look like an idiot. Oh, damn, I didn't get over the bush. I knew it. I knew it. Shouldn't be self-conscious. He's just like, screw it, you know? Gotta cast like an idiot. I know someone's watching like, dude, learn how to fly fish. You don't cast on your back at a 45 axis. This ain't an Orvis parking lot, y'all. It's a freaking creek. Should I leave him in there like that? Look like he's hatching naturally out of a cocoon? Hey! Okay. I should have just went upriver. 3 hours later, I'll still be playing in this crap hole of a spot. If I get down there, then it's going to be even harder for me to cast over there. Am I on another tree? Oh, screw this, guys. Screw this. I'm cooked. Holy crap. Oh, Lord. What the hell? Oh. Good Lord. We're in Pennsylvania, United States. We're going to get in the kayak soon and move spots, but we usually catch here with the spinning rod. So, not usually anything of size, but we have caught some good ones. Anybody remembers that time we were having floods and I decided to come here and just cast in, and we caught a 4-pound smallie right here, as well as about 100 other decent sized smallies. Okay. Let's just take this one home with us. What the hell? Let's go fly fishing. This is just like our Master Baits Monday. This is your idea, guys. You know, everybody likes to go fly fishing, and then this is the reality. Unless you got to pay to fish or a private stream access, most of us live in the freaking jungle. You know? Probably just broke off my whole damn leader. Let's get some of this extra line out. I'm hogtied. Zyro, I'm stuck. Shit. They got me. Alright, I'm good. Holy shit. Good Lord. I'll be impressed if there's still a fly on the end of all this nonsense. Oh, there is. But I think I'm done with this spot. Let's go back around the other side. Yeah, right? Maryland, to Limberim. Gorman Ground Strom, welcome. Yeah, I caught a tree. Let me pin that up. We're up, I guess we are up to 2 Limberims. Oof. Good Lord. All right, screw that spot, y'all. So I wanted to get up in here and hit that shade line, but where are we at here? We wrapped around. Okay. We're gonna go off that point. You can see some fish up there in the shallow. See that? Let's go have a gander right at my boat. We walked away from my boat and look, there's something up here on the side. Look at that. Let's try to sneak up on this. I think I can get it with my superhuman casting ability. Oh yeah. May have taken off though. Yeah, it is, Jenny. It is. Oh, I wrapped the line. Am I the only one that does this? Wrap the fly line around your legs like constantly. I should have started with the little red wiggle worm. I feel like that's cheating though. That catches everything. Make sure the fly's still on it. It is. Okay. Tuesdays with Joy. Awesome channel right there. Awesome supporter. Peas and carrots. There we go. Oh, did I just break off on that? I did. That may have been a carp up in the shallow. He broke me right off. That was a big fish right there. Broke me right off. Man. Did you guys see the swirl? As soon as he hit, there was like a swirl. I think I hit the back of a carp. It's all right. We'll have to retie. Cheat. Here we go. We got everything right here in the kayak. Man. I do have a carp rod. Like literally have a fly rod rigged for carp here. Maybe I ought to send that one out. I've got a little fake corn on like a size 8 circle hook. I brought some pack bait as well. I thought if I find some carp, I could throw in there and kind of like get some bait rolling. Let's do a wiggler. Let's switch right to the red wiggler. J-Town in the house. Let's go, brother. We're already on our second fly. 16 minutes in. Look at him laughing at me. That's a carp. That's a carp all day right there. That's a carp all day. But I can get him on a red wiggler just as easy as I can fake corn. So I'm going to use the Walmart wigglers here. Not very sporting, but barely fly fishing. Somebody in Orvis, some Orvis snobs probably cackling right now. That's not a fly. You regulars probably laughing your asses off because this is pretty much exactly what I use on my spinning rod. I'm damn near 50. It's hard to change my ways. I like the old red worm. So guess what? I get the fly rod out. Found me a little red worm fly. Yeah, I don't think the links work on a vertical, guys, but you can probably copy and paste. Kids probably have a way to do it. Look at this. What are they doing over there? Look at that. Doing something in there, guys. This is goes down to like 2.5. Guys, tell me in chat if any of you guys are fly fishermen for like creek fish. Can I get away with going down to 6 pound so I can see the damn line? Or do I need to stick with this 2 pound tippet? I can't see a damn thing, man. Then again, I break it off a couple times. It's probably, the way it's tapered, it's probably up to 6 in no time. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I know what that is up there. Try to get some extra line out here. I'm going to make a long cast to where this guy's jumping around. Picked it up. A little bit of motion. They might be up there spawning or something. They might not really have interest in eating. Let's work our way up. So you see the ripples up there now? We really want to target this log too, so we're going to come up on an angle where we can kind of do both, I think. Definitely harder to catch this big fat worm. They're picking it up, but I'm not feeling them. You know, I'm just seeing it. It's ugly. Freaking ugly. Hydrate the cast with this heavy worm. There we go. That's better. Hit it too. Unlike a lot of flies, this worm has got a significant amount of surface area without a hook in it. So you do have to kind of let them take it. Hard habit to break. When I'm fly fishing, I'm typically going after trout with tiny little flies, and first sign of any type of movement, I'm setting the hook. But it's not the case with these wiggly worms. We're going for smallies, Joe. Welcome in. Maddie in the house. Happy Flyday, brother. There's a fly fisherman. Ties his own flies. Jimmy, red catfish. Good to see everybody. Yeah, we're gonna head this shoreline we're gonna walk to. Ain't gonna be able to like stand on that edge, and there's nowhere to cast on that edge. I'm working my way that way, but I'm only gonna give this spot tops an hour. If I'm standing here after an hour, somebody shoot me because I'm stupid as crap. There's so much better fishing upriver. But, you know, there could be a monster sitting in here, and there was a nice swirl, and I broke off one. I'm pretty sure that was a carp. Pretty sure I hit one on the back and hooked its dorsal. I mean, it broke off immediately. There oh, he's off. There, we had one there. See, they're hitting now. Here we go. Wanted to give you guys a different scene today, so we picked a different part of the river than we've been fishing. This might be a little guy messing. He's picked it up again, but I decided not to set the hook on him this time. Make sure. I kind of do like a fake roll cast just to make sure the fly's still on there, because sometimes it ain't. There we go. Good, the view's good. That's awesome. Dang. Short striking this thing. Getting out into the deeper water. We're gonna get something here in a second though. These are little guys messing, but it's gonna be a bigger one here soon. There's gotta be some big boys around. If the little ones are up here, there's gonna be a big smallie prowling. Come on. I'm close enough to hit the wood that I wanted to now anyway. This is like a two-prong attack. Pivot, now I got the wood over here. And I'm seeing zero activity, but that don't mean nothing. A good fishing spot's a good fishing spot. Don't let the activity, the lack thereof, fool you. It's gonna be something over here under that log. Oh no, not the dry cough again. Man, there's some pollen floating around this air in Pennsylvania. Make you hack like COVID. This is a fly rod, Jason. Good luck throwing a jointed rapala. You came on the wrong day. We do that every other day, but Fridays are fly days on our channel. We fly fish every Friday. I'm breaking up. What the hell? All right, let's back up, I guess. Good Lord, we'll fish this spot a little bit longer here. See if I can pull out that dude. Appreciate you guys letting me know that. I'm telling you, man, every time you get to the spot you want to fish. We'll try over here, see if we can just get the skunk off before we head upriver. It's a little bit of a paddle. Just stripping a little bit, give it some motion, and then letting it sit. Yeah, little guys. About time to get in the yak, y'all. Do a few down the dam breast here. Oh, there was one. Heck yeah. I gotta make sure the hook's still on this, man. I'm missing them left and right here. Some days are like that, though. See, they're just picking it and running, but they're not really devouring it. Some days are like that. Gonna look for different water. Get into a spot like that. Like they just don't want it. Could be they could be up on nests too, and when they do that, they tend to just use their mouths instead of their hands. Yo, Alaskan, what's going on? Alaskan has come. Appreciate you, brother. We're in Pennsylvania right now, but we got some history in Alaska. I don't know if you've been in here before. Don't feel like give you the whole spiel, but yeah, we used to live up in Alaska. There's something over here, right about here. Look at that. Gotta remember, I got a 9 freaking foot leader on here. It's probably a 5 foot leader, 6 foot leader. Way longer than I'm used to. But thought it might be better in the clear water, you know. So far, not so much. I felt silly, man. My buddy who fly fishes real serious. He looked at my leader and was laughing at me. So I was like, all right, I got to tie a new leader. So now I tied one just like the pros use. My little gangster leader was tearing them up, though. I'll tell you what. It was like a 3.5 foot, 4 foot leader. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's move, guys. Let's get in the kayak. Oh, you're back. This guy's back now. This guy's back. After you miss a few, you don't know to start like setting the hook or let him take it, you know? Like he just hit it and I just totally ignored it and just kept stripping like that. Just kept stripping it. Anyone ever fly fish from a kayak? I've fly fished from my boat before, but not from a kayak. I'd have to be right out in the middle. But there's a spot up under this bridge where we caught crappie out in the middle of the river. And I'm kind of thinking about, oh, look, I caught one by accident. Ain't that the way it goes? Look at that. Greenie. What the hell? It might be a hybrid, actually. Let's see what this is. Kind of looks like a hybrid between a pumpkin seed and a greenie. I'm not sure. It's definitely got the green sunfish markings up here, but it almost looks like it's got some pumpkin seed in it. Let's get him out of here. Later, bro. Figures, right? Just decide to leave, reeling in the slack, and I catch him. It's a green sunfish and a bluegill. Jimmy says green. Say, man, they're both experts too, but that's just funny because that's exactly That's exactly how it goes. 2 limb bream and one monster sunfish. I'm gonna put you guys into this setup here. You guys are gonna ride right off the front of the bow like this, and I'm gonna get the cord hooked up so I can keep you guys charged as much as we can during the day. Bear with me here. Electric and water does not go well together, so I really have to kind of make sure I don't make a big mistake, and I will. But if I keep this thing at 100% for at least an hour, and then I can start screwing up and we'll be all right. There we go. We're already at 83%, so that ship's already sailed. All right. Zyro, stop checking out my ass. Eyes up here, Zyro. Eyes up here. Always looking at my ass. Good guy. I must break you. What's going on, Drago? Oh, Lord. How am I going to paddle? Fly rods. Let's just pretend like I've done this before, guys. Oh. Yeah, shout out to Double Hook Angling. Our boy Dave. He should be live. If you guys want to go visit Dave. Let me see if I can get this fly out of my fly. Alright, we're going to get you guys set up here. Don't ask to be a mod though, buddy. We'll get you if you hang out long enough. Most people are mods if they spend any time here. Alright, off we go. Now we're gonna have some bad signal, so I'm gonna have to count on you guys as we work up river. I want to get up towards the bridge. I may try to fly fish off this damn thing. I don't know. Jimmy says, me and Skeeter are new here. I know you guys are. Welcome to the channel again. This is gonna be Cindy. Good morning. It's gonna be such a huge mistake trying to fly fish from a kayak. You guys ready to make bad decisions? This is all shade over here. This is Flyday. This is something totally different. This is Flyday. This is not Masturbates Monday. We start the week with a bang. Look, see, this dude this professional certified Orvis fly fisherman that I call one of my best friends, he don't know crap, because how are you supposed to fly fish off a kayak with a 30-foot leader? You know what I mean? I didn't have this problem with my 3-foot leader. I'll tell you that right now. Look at this thing. I'm probably going to catch the phone. That ain't bad, actually. That ain't bad at all. I could troll this thing here. I could troll this thing. Or yeah. Look, I got an there's my Orvis pack right there. I was just at Knoebels. I just put a video out. I was just up there looking for you, Skeeter. You were nowhere to be found, bro. I was walking around the park. I said, anyone know Skeeter? Muffin Man was up there, but I didn't see Skeeter. By the time you get positioned, man, you're going to be up on the shore. I just want to hit a couple of these log jams on the way. This ain't bad, actually. I know Isla wanted me to hit the shade, so we're hitting the shade right now. If we get bad signal, just let me know. I'm going to work around this log jam here. I've done it, Flyday, when we were in Florida. Yeah, I was amazed at how quickly I forgot about the alligators. Oh, we had one. We had one right next to the boat. It wasn't big. I'll try over here. I still think that's a better spot. Man. Have a good one. I think it's Isla, right? I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. I've got a cousin named Isla. Probably totally. Knowing me, I'm totally mispronouncing it. Okay, now we're out here. Let me get a nice long cast in. There we go. Really gotta let it get down deep. Double tap the screen if you guys are watching. There he is, fish on. That's a smallie all day. Smallie all day right here, guys, right in front of the boat. See, I can't really get up any higher. Oh, let's get you guys back on me so you can see this guy. There you go. Fun little catch right there. Smallmouth bass. I forgot I had the red wiggler on. I was fishing this like a leech pattern. That's number 2. 1 smallie, 2 no, Zyra, good Lord, man, you're already messed up, man. Zyra's already messed up. It was 1 green sunfish and 1 smallmouth bass. And 2 limbrines, okay? No, Zyra was going to be freaking dead. Now look. Freaking Orvis people think they know everything. Look, sit there, got to freaking get my 30-foot leader back out. What a joke this is. Now we got to turn. Because I lost a good one over here. Just a real good one. How's the picture look here? Everybody's leaving, thinking it might have gone bad, or they might have just got bored of me. 1 greenie. Thank you, Zyra. That's better. I'll take that. I think. Pick's okay. All right. You ever see this nonsense, Maddie? I was talking to my buddy who's like a really good, he's like a certified Orvis fly fishing guide. And he criticized my leader last night. So I retied the leader. I put like a really nice long, smoothly tapered leader on. But now like I reel it up into the eye holes. Yeah. Let me know if it's bad. I'll move. Alright, yeah, I'll move up. Let me just get this one in. We'll keep moving up. It's all right. You've seen it used? Yeah, you guys, maybe you're more creative over there. I've seen it in drift boats. Kayak, what a pain in the ass. But totally would not use a long leader again. Like, every single fish, you reel the leader up into the eyelet, you know? What a pain in the butt. Pick is good here. All right, let's keep fishing then. Maybe people will come back then. I don't know. I was supposed to be on land by now, but this is fun. Yeah, I don't know. Went from 60 to 20. I'm thinking it must not be good for some people though. Yeah, chop it. It's amazing. Like once you get pushed, if it's choppy at all, when YouTube's pushing you, just move because no one's gonna come. It's weird, man. Your core audience will come regardless, but the people are scrolling. You're just popping up on their screen. If you don't have a toilet seat around their head or like a really nice view, they leave. Yeah, maybe I should put the toilet seat around my head again. No, I'm just kidding. That's right. Don't reel into the eye hole. Don't forget your paddle. What was the most recent one we added? Yeah, what was that one? What was that one? Land ho! Gee, we're trolling. Where's Brendan? We're trolling, Brendan. Tell him we're trolling. This kind of looks good, but let's just go up to the spots we know produce. Okay, we've put our time in. Let's limit the amount of water we have to hit. The bridge is good. Caught a lot of fish under the bridge, and then we're going to work our way up. Good morning, Tina. What's going on? 22 FPS. I don't know what that even is. 22 is a lot more than 5. I'll take it. I'm stupid. I caught a big largemouth over here, though. Not really seeing any activity, though, which is fine. Let's go in here a little bit. All right, Iva, watch the heat. Stay hydrated. Let's get some line out. Freaking line out. Tangle around my crap. Okay. Sidearm a cast out there. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, we only have 3 million mods. We don't really need another mod. I do that just as a courtesy to you guys, not actually for you guys to use the mod wrenches, and not a day goes by where I don't think of getting rid of it, because it does bring on some problems. But I do it so that you guys can hit the little 3 dots next to each other and connect around. In case you haven't noticed, I am very vigilant of, respecting other people's times. I know some of you guys are working and you're checking in, so I want to make things easy for you. I want you to be able to participate in this community and be able to kind of come and go and get around easy. So that's why I do it, honestly. That's a bullfrog, I swear. I did. It's not Mexican food. It's a bullfrog. Sounds like Skeeter out here. See, that's not me. That's a bullfrog. You guys hearing that farting sound? It's not me. Canadian Air Force is out, guys. I'm going to turn the boat and hit this spot right here. A lot of log right here. A lot of log. There's definitely going to be some fish hanging in here. I'm going to get a big old smoly today on the fly rod. It would be awesome. Justin! Good to see you, Justin. Let that dive down a little bit. It's deeper on the other side of this log. And try to give it some line here. There he is, fish on. Flying fish. Flying fish, y'all. Little red breast. Get him up here. Get him up here. Not the one I wanted. I was hoping for a big boy. That root system right there. What's pancakes? Ask for some real maple syrup, bro. Woo! Thank you, Isla. I wouldn't put your phone number out there. I took a screenshot, though. I appreciate it. So I got the number. I'm just going to delete it because I don't want any, I don't want any issues for you. Replace pin. Thank you, Zyro. So out here is where we caught that big crappie. There used to be a big tree down. I don't know if it's still down here or not, but we'll get it out there and let it just drift with the boat. Let's let it get down there. I'm going to get out of this boat. I'm going to see if I can land it up under the bridge. I can cover water a lot better on foot with the fly rod, to be honest with you. Let's move. Some digging holes. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, fly fishing from the kayak. But we want to get up here and land this thing. Oh, look at the deer over here. Straight up there on the rocks, there's a white-tailed deer. That's right where I wanted to land, too. Can I see him? I'll go right at him for a minute, and then I'll have to tack to the left a bit. You guys see that deer up there? Oh, there comes another one. National Geographic. Yes. Yeah, they're in here too, aren't they? Let's take a cast right here. We're going to land it under that bridge, and then I'll go by foot. It just takes so much work to keep your fly line like where you want it in the kayak that, it's doable, but man, it's tough. A lot easier from land. Let's let that sink a couple seconds and it'll strip because I can't see it. I don't have to go by feel. Should be something in there though. Under that tree, right? Gotta be something there. A lot of roots. Thomas Dunnan, what is going on? Watch some of that line laying there. All right, let's get up on that. Let's land the kayak. Let's go by foot. And then I'm going to go up a little bit further. There's a beach up there that I want to hit, like a gravel beach. That's where I'm really looking forward to getting on a big smallie. 5-pounder today, if I can. That would be awesome. Might throw some big streams. Oh, darn. Just had a fish hit my fly. I'm trolling it. Alright, let's put it up on here. Come up here. I'm gonna land it right by that pillar somewhere. Gee, you want me to give you the I can summarize his live in about 22 seconds. First cast, snag, walked away from his camera. We sat there for 22 minutes, wondering if he was still alive. He comes back, casts once or twice, announces to Josie that it's his last cast, casts 3 more times, shuts down the live. That was pretty much his live. Alright, we're in. Just give me a second to figure out how I'm going to do this. It's still one of my favorite lives, though. I'm telling you, Zyro is one of my favorites. He thinks we're joking, but I watch a lot of people live stream. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody live stream that has the amount of love in their chat as he does, man. Everyone loves that dude. I don't think he gets it. I know he don't get it because he don't read his chat half the time. But he is awesome, man. He is awesome. I think he thinks we're joking, but I am dead serious. It's one of my favorite live streamers to watch. You ought to go live more if you can. All right, pull this thing up here. Let's get this off. Looks like I can fish upriver and downriver. I'll be putting a short out. It might be members only if I can't get it to look any better than it currently looks. But Kevin got bit by a snake up here and had blood running down his arm. And I was running the video that day. It's hard to see on the live, so I'm gonna try to zoom it all in for you. All right, so we got that launched there. Are we down to the leader? Okay. I'm gonna try to get out here without breaking an ankle. Oh, look at this little sunfish right there. Look at this little dude right there, guys. He knows I'm here. He ain't interested. Gonna try not to walk on his little nest. Okay. Yeah, right under the old train trestle bridge. Again, let me know. There's one. Let me know if the signal's bad. We'll move. It's just a little guy. We're looking for something a little bit bigger. Little greenie. I'm almost thinking I should just cut this leader down right now. Save me a lot of trouble. Got some deep holes. Oh, look at one already. Damn, this is gonna be good, guys. This spot's gonna be good. Let me get some line out. This is deep, it's like 4 feet, and then there's boulders sticking out of the water. There's gonna be some good fish in here. Not exactly enough current for the big smallies I'm looking for, but there could be something in here. Little guy right there. Good signal spot. All right, yeah, I'll work it thoroughly. I mean, this is a big dammed up creek section. So even though we caught the 5-pounder, there's one. Even though we caught the 5-pounder upstream from here, it's really only 200 yards. And they move around. You could easily be down here. Oh, dude, don't do that to me. Let me go get my pliers. Hate to break it to this little fish, but his life is not worth that fly. I know he thinks he's got his whole life ahead of him, but money don't grow on trees, bro. Let's go get the pliers. I usually have that on my chest, but I can't have it on my chest when I'm with you guys. Okay, bro. So, for all my good deeds, he just pooped on my hand. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that, man. That's really nice of you. Let's see where I can stick these. All right, let's get back out there. Let's go right off of this point, maybe. Oh, how deep is this? Nah, it's too deep. Dang, that gets deep fast, y'all. Let's go walk the beach area. Go around this boulder. Okay. Work the shade line down here is what I'm going to do. Yeah, they're in here real thick. It's just a matter of working through the little guys. Chaos, what's up, brother? Chaos goat in the house. I know I'm missing fish. I try to read chat. I know my line's going like crazy when I'm looking down. I can feel it. This algae is so damn slippery, guys. It'll walk like, holy crap. I don't know if you can tell by looking at the water or not, but I mean, it goes from a foot to 3 to 4 feet real quick. That's why this is a really good fishing spot. The drop-offs are crazy. They're big boulders. Here we go. Let's get out a little bit. It's a slow drop. I'm going to give it like 5-6 seconds to get down. Tighten my holder here. What's going on, Denny? All right. Here we go. It's Flyday, boys. Let's go. I know, man. Flyday is a little bit harder to read chat. Do the best I can, but man, fly fishing's like bobber fishing. You gotta watch that. Like he's on. Oh, look at this. Another limberine. He's off. Right around this rock. Right around this rock. There we go. Drop it down on the other side of it. I'm going to have to tell my kayak joke. I'm ready for the kayak joke. Here we go. Look at mine. I do have the kayak out. Nothing wrong with that, Danny. Stay vacation's the only way to relax sometimes. It depends, man. Sometimes staying at home just makes you have a to-do list, you know what I mean? I might have put my kayak on the best hole here. I thought I could get out a little bit further than I can. There's going to be one right there, I know it. A 4-foot hole right there. All right. Let's see if we can get down here a little bit further out to where those trees are. I asked if your kayak was an antique because there's no trolling motor on it. They don't make them like that anymore. I can't use it after dark because it's an antique. Let me get back to my stripping routine here. Calm down, Skeeter. I still have my clothes on. Oh, missed him. I should probably just skip down to where that log is. I was thinking I could walk out and fish that whole side, but I can't. It's way too deep. I'm gonna say it's a lot deeper than I thought out there. Yeah, it's got a collector's plate, a little purple plate on it, or blue, whatever color they put on them in Pennsylvania. Oh, there's a nice wake right there. Let's let that get out there. When I get up to the rock beach that I really have in mind today, I'm gonna switch some flies up there. But this is gonna be like my confident. I know everything eats this thing, but I think to catch one of those big boys, I think they're gonna be feeding primarily on like hellgrammites. Oh, I had one right there. This fly does look really good in the water. Little guys are picking it up by the butt though. The big ones will just devour the whole thing. I think he's on it already. Yep, that's a nicer one. That's a nicer fish. This might be a nice smallie, I don't know. Oh, it's a largemouth or spotted bass. Let's go. Look at this. Let's go. That's awesome. Don't break my leader. There, we got him. We got him. It's a bash. Bash. This is what, look, that thing's like disappeared. This is what they call a bash up in Minnesota. Where the hell's the hook? Right there. Look at there he is, guys. Look at that. Huh? I don't know. Bass Holio. All right, bro. Look at those markings right there. Woo, baby. Man. Not bad, right? Yeah, there it is. Bash. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yeah, he was right here too, in one of those little deep holes. He was probably what made that big, commotion over there. He was probably eating little sunfish. Take us to your leader. He took us to my leader. He took all my leader right out of the damn rod. I feel silly fishing this close to me, but it drops off right here. If I cast any further, I'm putting my fly line across the best hole, That's I talked to my neighbor about that too, who does a little bit of fly fishing. I'm like, people are like, they think about fly fishing in this like romantic view, and they like these long casts, but all you're doing with a real long cast is you're putting your fly line across all that fishable water. And once you do that, a lot of fish are not going to bite after that. So you got to really look stupid and cover the water real close to you. Fan it all around you first, then work it out. But it's like hunters, they have this tendency to want to hunt in the middle of nowhere. So they walk into the middle of the woods, or what they think is the middle of the woods, but in reality, it's 100 yards from the next parking lot because they've walked so far. They're almost out of the whole area, back to the next general area that's easy accessible. I don't know. I could be totally wrong on that, but that's my opinion on it. We're like adventurers. I'm going to read chat. A red band trout? No, I don't even know what that is. Thank you, Zyro. Appreciate you keeping track. Anyfin red is hungry. He wants a shark. Wes does it. Appreciate you coming in. Catch up on it. Wait. Red is hungry. He wants a shark. Brendan, what's going on, buddy? I do have a frog, but I don't think this type of smallmouth creek is the place for it. But I'm sure I could find a spot. There's another limbrine. There's a little deep pocket right there I'm trying to hit. Right there. I got about 10 sharks in the freezer right now. I'm really working on my like, you know, I'm always working on recipes, guys. You know, like fishing is one of my loves, but so is cooking, especially cooking what I catch. And I'm not afraid to say it. I have not mastered the perfect breading, you know, for a like a fish fry. And I'm talking like beer battered. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a beer battered. And for those who know, like beer battered is truly completely different than a flour, a light dredging, or even a breadcrumb. It's a whole different texture, whole different thing. And I've got lots of tricks up my sleeves. I know what everybody else does, but I've had a, you know, I've had a few fish fries in my day in the middle of nowhere from people, and I'm like, man, that just hit completely different. So I'm still messing around, trying the right balance for everything. Yeah, you get the beer, then you have the different types of, but see, we got to do gluten-free, so that's another challenge. So I can't go with any flour, so I do a lot of the corn flour, and, oh man, just had one there. But there's more to it than that. Welcome in, Paul. Rude, what's up? I will eat absolutely anything. Doritos, you know what we've used, and honestly, it's in our mix now. When we do beer battered, is was it Fritos? Might not be Fritos. One of those recipes. That's like a spicy chip. It's gluten free. There's one. Oh man, itched my nose at the wrong time. Damn it. I know, man. I gotta get back to fishing. It's too early to get hungry. It's too early to get hungry. I'm gonna move down a little bit. That bass was a nice surprise. Damn, he's right there. I don't know why I'm missing him. Long John Silver. I like the old Cracker Barrel recipe. Their new stuff's not as good, but their old catfish fry was really good. But they've gone gluten-free, and since they went gluten-free, it's basically a lot more corn flour, and it doesn't pop like it used to. Let me try moving down a little bit here. Okay. Appreciate you guys coming in here. We got an awesome crew here. I'm going to try to catch something special for you all today. The bass was fun, but I'm looking for smallies. I really want to get like a 5-pounder out of here today. So I'm hitting spots. Like last Friday, I think we caught 100 fish. This week, I'm trying to hit something special. We could still catch a lot of bluegills, but I'm fishing in a spot where I know we could get a tank. Not that we couldn't get a tank at the other spot, but we got potential here. There was a strip right off the mat. Maddie, I saw that. Thanks, bro. Let me get that hearted up here. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, Maddie's a fly tire, guys. You want to see someone tie up some flies who's a master at it? I won't show him what my fly box looks like. My fly box looks like a freaking earthquake hit it. But I have all of my flies in one box. Streamers, fly drives, nymphs, everything. Because that's all I can, you know. It's easier to guard one box from littlefin. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Calling all lunkers. Yeah, if you guys go back a little bit on our community posts, you'll see the beast Kevin caught. He caught that thing right at his feet, like we did with that largemouth, literally right at his feet. He was out fishing with me. We were on the live, and right at his feet, a sunfish came flying up out of the water, like literally on the shore. And he said he just stared at it for a minute, like, what? What happened? What? You know, like dumbfounded. And then he saw that there was he picked it up. He said he picked it up and he threw it in the creek. And as soon as it hit the water, something ate it. So then he had a Rapala on at the time, and he threw the Rapala in, and immediately this thing, like he didn't even cast, he just kind of threw his rod to the side to get the lure in the water as soon as possible. since it was at his feet, and the thing just nailed it. Pretty wild catch. He only had like 10 foot of line because he needed to re-spool, but he landed it somehow. 4-pound line, over 5 pounds smallie, in current. He got lucky. Yeah, they're up there chasing the gills for sure. Bullhead boys, welcome back in. I think I saw you in here yesterday. Oh, they're flying fish, guys. Flying fish. He's off. Flying fish. He was little. I set the hook like he was the 5-pounder. I got excited. Okay, let's get that out there. Out more in the main current, but there's a big rock out there. Yeah, we are fly fishing today. Every Friday we fly fish on the channel, guys. If you like fly fishing, make sure to check us out every Friday. We'll go to different spots. Next week, if I don't work Friday, like I work this tonight, so I can't go too far, so I got to be back and, you know, showered and at work by 4 p.m. But if there's a Friday, and I only work like 3 days a week, so there's a good chance of it. But if there's a Friday where I'm not working, I think my neighbor and I might go up and fish the Lehigh River together. We'll try to find a spot where I can go live. But there's big wild brown trout up there, and that's like real fishing, you know? So we'll go up there and see what we can get it. Oh, that was a nice one. We'll see what we can get into up there. It might be hard to watch. The signal might not be perfect. We'll just have to see. But it's worth a trip up there because it's what I call real fishing. Oh, fish on. Fish on. Dang, he slammed it. I think he's just a big greenie. Yeah, look at the colors on this guy. Look at the colors on this one. Look at those fins. Holy cow. Look at that. Oh, don't go anywhere yet. Yeah. Beautiful, right? Dang, he slammed that thing. Get all entangled here. Whoa. All right, I'm going to try to go out into the middle of the current here without catching the trees behind me again. There we go. Yeah, that was a pretty greenie. Fins were all marked up. Had the outlines on it. Hope that came out on camera. That's a beautiful fish. Down deep, it's probably 10, 15 feet right where I am. So I'm just going to let it really get down there since the line's cooperating. And now I'll give it a little action. Really, what, the sunfish in general? Yeah, what's invasive in one place is, you know, it's got to have a home somewhere. They are home here. It's kind of funny, like, you know, people look at like the Amazon because those fish are like beautiful colors. I've always thought like sunfish have some of the amazing colors. You know, they could rival in the right light. They can rival any of those beautiful like Amazon fish. I'm going to move down to this log. I'm just trying to, like I said, I cover the water near me first. The log is honestly going to be the best spot. Just, oh, there was a big fish. I don't know if you guys saw him take it. I should have gave him more time. He inhaled it as soon as it hit the water. Well, gave him more time and he still didn't hook up. Took it again, didn't he? Just kind of a sun bass. Gotcha. Yeah, they are in the largemouth bass family. Like a largemouth bass is sunfish. Here, look at that wake. That's a good fish. That's a nice wake in deep water. Oh, dang. Let's see if we can get this fish. He's probably a pound or two. He ain't it. Shut up, Zyro. That's not the one I was after. Don't listen to Zyro, guys. He's about to say something ridiculous. State record? I'm telling you, there's a big one in here. Right, Jenny? You know he's typing right now. He's trying to find his keyboard. He's going to say something dumb. He's off. Man, I can't even get my line untwisted. They're hitting it so fast. I know there's a big one in that pocket. I guarantee you that was a big one came up to eat those little guys. That's deep water. When you see a wake like that in deep water, you got something special there. He might already be gone now. These big boys fly up on the side and go back into their little holding spots in deeper water. I don't think that one was a carp. I'm pretty sure it was either a largemouth or a smallmouth. The way it came up in that little pocket. There's a little shallow pocket here, and then there's a deep hole and the big boulder. Perfect ambush spot, to be honest with you. Like absolutely perfect. Here's another good spot right here. And now that the little ones aren't biting, I wonder if that big boy's back in the area. I'm gonna work this one slow. When you give it like a twitch like that, this worm looks like a wacky rig, and it flails up, straightens out, and then drops back down again. That's why I'm doing that like erratic retrieve. There was one right there I just missed. There, oh, did I just break off? Damn it, broke right off on him. Damn it, gotta retie. That could have been him, y'all. That could have been him. Well, the good news is we're probably done with the 2-pound tippet. We're probably up to 4-pound now. Yeah, it's a chill fly day. Trying. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be up in the mid 90s. I think they want it 95 today. So, fly fishing in the heat. It's not bad if you can get out in the water like we're doing. Get wet, you know. All right, I don't know to put the. Oh, you know what? I might have another wiggler in my pocket actually. I think I did. Yeah, I got a pink wiggler. We'll throw a pink on. Somebody told me that pink is one of the best colors for fly fishing. People tell me stuff all the time in my live streams. I'd lose my mind if I had to like listen to every single thing I hear, but I do remember everything. I definitely like red better than pink. But. I probably should have 6-pound line instead of 4 and 2. The last foot of this is like 2.6 pounds, so I mean it's really fine. It's more for fly fishing, for like trout and brookies and browns than smallies. Hendrix fishing, what's going on? You driving? 10 and 2? You driving? Is that what that is? 10 and 2? Keep it between the lines, bro. Can't get in the damn hole. What the hell? See, this is why I wear black shirts usually, so I can see what I'm tying. All right. There's songbird. Pink is a great color. I like red better, to be honest with you. And what's funny is with worms, like real worm color is probably my least favorite. I try it all the time. Oh my God, I can't see this. I need glasses so bad, it's not even a joke anymore. Everyone gets cool crap on their 50th birthday. You know what I'm getting? Glasses. Getting freaking glasses. Oh, come on, you little bastard. Holy crap, y'all. Oh, I made the hole 3 times as big. Now I got a chance. Okay. Maybe we should go fly fishing. Whose idea was this? Can't even see the damn line. All right, we got it. Ah, shut up. Yeah. I've always had like 20/20 vision. But man, like last 5 years, it went down fast. It was funny. It was like I was getting tested and they would still say it's like 20/20. I'm like, I can't see. Like, that's one of the big things that ended my riding career for racing mountain bikes at night. I did 24-hour racing, so, you know, night racing was really important. There could be a big boulder in the middle of the trail, but you know how you had the dirt on top of that boulder and dust? I couldn't see the depth at all anymore. Zero depth perception. And I got sponsored by, you know, glass companies. I got sponsored by different type of lighting companies to help with that. But it was the end of me, man. I couldn't see well enough to read the trail. And my technique was always I did my damage at night racing when people couldn't see. When people couldn't see or they got tired, you know, that's when I always, there we go. Oh, he's off. That's when I always did my best. So I got used to like attacking, in other words, at night. And I just started having some really bad crashes. Yeah, Drunken Chef, what's going on? Braxton Dietz, what's up? It's 2-pound line. But it ain't easy to see, a fluorocarbon especially, you know, but that's, I kind of love using that stuff. Fish can't see it either. And I'm at heart, I'm a trout and salmon guy. Brookies are really line shy. They're probably the most line shy fish you'll fish for in this area of the world. So it is important. Oh, there he is. There he is. I don't know where to shine this thing. With a 6-foot spinning rod, I get more of the rod in camera for y'all. But with a huge fly rod, it's hard to get it on camera. But hopefully you can see enough that it's interesting. Another nice greenie right there. Drop them right there. A couple more casts, and then we'll make our final move right up to that log. I feel like I've been in your channel before, Drunken Chef, like a long time ago. Maybe you just never came to my channel. But if you got a channel, just leave a comment on one of my videos. I want to make sure I'm still connected to you. All right, cool. Yeah, it's true, because if you see the rod, then the camera transfixes or zooms in on the rod, and the fight becomes like not visible. Give it a little bit more line here. Bunch of boulders right there, like 3 foot of water around them. Should be good. Look at that right there. right there. Big old rockfish right there, y'all. There's my new line. It's called line. Yeah, that's one of the hybrids, the copolymer. How do you like it? I saw that on the shelf. I just go fluoro because I'm sure it probably is better because it probably has the benefits of both, you know. All rods have one benefit and one negative, you know. Let's get out there a little bit further here. This is kind of easy wading at the moment. Famous last words, right? Till I eat crap, fall in. Thank you, Zyro. Let me get that pinned up. Zyro might be 3 hours behind, I'm not sure. Is he on? Yep, he's on. That's a smallie. See, I gotta let him get down further. Their smallies are down deep. Little smallie. Those guys are down there. Hold on, bro. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you. Stay just like that, man. There he is. He's gone. You know I can't remember, Zyro. You just do your best, and that's better than my best. I'll pin him up there. We all know you ain't going to give me any extra credit, so we're not we ain't worried about that. That's for sure. All right, let's just let it really drop down there. Might be on already. Nope. Yeah, sometimes when the light hits their face right, the markings on their cheeks are really awesome. I can't wait to get up to the higher spot. I just don't know about the signal up there. There he is. You remember when Kevin caught his huge one, we had a real signal issue up there. But then it kind of seemed like it was coming back. It might have been me just jumping around too much. I am the man. Red breast sunfish, Zyro. We're getting close to 10K, y'all. I don't talk too much about it because I don't really believe in those type of milestones too much, you know. I focus on trying to put a good show on every day for y'all, trying to find fish. There we go. And find spots that are fun to watch fishing in. But we are getting close to 10K, which is amazing. Darker color right there. She's pregnant. What do I know? Maybe it's a greenie. I mean, you're in Florida. You don't even have these species, but I'm sure you're right. Zyro. You call it whatever you want. You call it a zebra for all I care. I think it was a cichlid. Might have been a Mayan cichlid. Northern Mayan cichlid. Tilapia. There's one. Yeah, tilapia. You can tell by the dark green bands on the end. Pacu. That's a greenie all day right there. That's a greenie. See the red? All right, yeah, we can definitely pull something out of here. So we'll hang here a bit. But the spot I want to go, another spot I want to go to is just up. You see up there where the creek pinches? I want to fish off the right side there. There's a lot of smallies up there too. I just don't know how the signal will permit. So we'll definitely fish here a good bit before we go up there. It's hard to get excited about going back to a spot you've already fished. You know, like if we don't do good up there and we have to come back to here, it's not as fun. You're better off hitting it while you're there. Then again, if we're going to be fishing from the side, we'll be able to get a signal. I'm confident in it. Make sure this thing is still working. Yep. Let's get out here on this boulder. This is actually the old bridge pier. There used to be a bridge that came this way. I don't know, you know, and obviously this trestle's been here forever. So I don't know if it was part of, like they redid it or what, but there's big old concrete slabs out here. And believe it or not, this was where we won that big online fishing tournament, a winter tournament. We call it a catfish, right, on these piers. In the middle of winter, I was like, you know, if there's one catfish, it's going to be, I know for sure there's going to be one hiding right in that hole between these two pillars. Kevin and I came out here fishing up for that, started a fire under that bridge, and we sat here for like 5 hours. And right before we left, we caught one right in this spot. And that was like, I think we won by a couple fish, but that was like a big fish. That kind of put the tournament away for us. Yeah, Braxton, Pennsylvania. Thank you guys. Buck Boy, appreciate that. Look at Zyro. It was an Oscar. There's so much water right here. I just don't know what side to cast on. It's all good. Just fan casting. Which is weird with a fly rod. I feel like if usually you're working a run, you know. But these smallies are working this rocky edge pretty good. Let's backhand one out here. There we go. Let's try one out here in the deep water. Yeah, it's like a red-breasted sunfishes. There's a lot of them around here, and they get really big and really aggressive. We've got bluegill, we've got red-breast sunfish, we've got greenies. I know I'm forgetting a couple. Warmouth, which is really rare right here, but I have caught one in this creek before. Pumpkin seeds, we've got pumpkin seeds. What the hell are you up to, Zyro? The red breast, beautiful, eat anything. Mandar, welcome in. I want to get down to this log here, so let me cast and walk. As you guys know how I catch fish. I cast and then I walk. You ain't gonna see that on any Orvis website, but it works all the damn time. Some bluegills right up here on the side. Let me know if the signal goes to crap when you get in striking range of this log. Yep, just missed a fish. I'm gonna try to get in here without getting a snag. There we go, fish on. Ooh, look at the colors of this tilapia. Thank you guys for taking care of chat. Appreciate that. Philly the Fantastic, what's going on? You might know where I'm at. We float down this creek long enough, we'll be down there in Philly. Look at this guy right there. That's a red breast, whoever was asking. Zyro called a greenie again. They're very similar. They're hard to tell the difference. I think I mistake them a lot, to be honest with you. Ashley, it's Flyday. We fly fish on the channel every Friday. Look at all this wood over here. Look at all this wood. We either aren't going to catch fish or get snagged. I shouldn't be risking it this early on, though. I'm going to snag in there. I ought to be working the outside. Let's do this. Let's work our way in like this. I really like casting downriver though. There, oh, just lost one. There he is, fish on. Get up here, bro. Where you at? See the, I can't see the leader either, bro. Another red breast. A little bit bigger. Gotta risk it for the biscuit, but you don't have to do it right away. You know what I mean? Tag some of these easy guys, who aren't always easy, but they're easy at the moment. And I'm gonna work into that corner. I'm worried if I cast in there and I snag, then this whole spot's blown out. So what I'm doing is I'm working what I think is safer casts and see if I can get a big smallie that way. If not, then I'll get in there and risk it. And if I snag, I'll just walk in there and blow out the spot. It's not a big deal. There we go, fish on. Sometimes they're there and you just have to fish your way through these little guys. Poor Zyro, he's trying his best to keep up. Thank you, Zyro. Oh, come on, don't do that to me. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, y'all. Thank you for 100 thumbs up. Appreciate it. Should be on our way to 200. I do, yeah, they're good eating. Yep, nothing wrong with them at all. They're actually really good eating. I'm not bringing them today. I'm not eating any today, though. We've got fish to eat at home, and I'm pretty picky when it comes to harvesting fish. You know, like I'm going to bleed them out. I'm going to have a cooler. So I'm not really in a, you know, since we paddled up here in the kayak, it makes it a little bit more of a challenge. Now there's times we'll do that because we need to for food, but today isn't. Mondays and Fridays are kind of like days that I built for you guys, that like literally from you guys telling me you wanted to see more fly fishing. And I don't know what to say about Master Baits Monday, but yeah, it wasn't my idea either. But we like to have fun here, so. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday though is work days. I gotta put some fish in the freezer and the weekends for sure. I'm not sure what we're doing yet this weekend. We might be going up. I think I gotta go take care of my mom a little bit this weekend. She needs some help around the house, I think. And so we'll probably shoot a video because the signal up there sucks. But there's some big trout. Last time I was up there, we caught 5 different species. There's a log sticking up right there. Guaranteed there's a fish sitting on that log. Ashley. Now, Ashley, he's putting the, well, he is a troll, to be honest with you, but he's our troll. He's like our pet troll. He's putting the count up. He's keeping track, so when people come in the chat, they don't have to ask me 5,000 times. But you're not alone, Ashley. I thought he was a troll 5 or 6 years. But then I went down to Florida and I actually fished with him. I literally fished with this dude. I tried to meet him. I tried to shake his hand. Unfortunately, my hand was tied up fighting a bluefish at the time. But yeah, I ate his eggs. He gave me eggs to eat. That sounds weird, but yeah, he gave me eggs, hard-boiled me up some eggs and pickled them. He's awesome. No apology needed. Trust me. Zyro is awesome. He was live last night. I don't know if he took it down or not, but it's always nice to have live streams because if somebody's wondering about something, you guys can always just click on their channel and you can go. And I personally don't trust people that I can never, see. I'm curious, I should say, because you never really know who they are hiding behind their screen names, Yeah, he watches all the time, but he takes a lot of naps. He has trouble staying awake. I don't know why Zyra thinks I hate him. Yeah, he has trouble staying awake. He takes a lot of naps. Now, he works during the day, hanging thresholds. He's busy. I started under the bridge, bro. Started under the bridge. I'm going to the log. I'm going to the log, man. You see all these logs in the shade? These are prime locations. I did catch a largemouth under the bridge, though. We'll hit the bridge again. That's where my kayak's parked. But you probably just came in since you didn't see that 45 minutes I fished under the bridge. All right, back to the corner. Oh, look at that wake over there, guys. Look at that. Off we go. Off we freaking go. There's a big boy on the other side of this log. We got one here, though. We got little mini-me over here first we got to deal with. Oh, he's off, thank God. Let's get over there. How am I going to make this cast? That's all good, Aiden. It's all good. Yeah, look, I parked the kayak right there. I did catch a largie right off the side there. Oh, damn it, there was a nice smallie. I don't know if you guys saw that at my foot. Nice smallie right there, about a pound. I knew they'd be in here, but I want to try to get on the other side. This is where I wish I had the spinning rod, to be honest with you. This is going to be a mess. Be loaded with snapping turtles and everything else up under here. Holy crap, how am I going to get there? Should probably go up this bank and around. Let's try to get there this way. Ain't got time for that. Make sure I don't drop my car keys. It would be the first time I lost my car keys while out kayaking. It does suck though. Signal probably blows in here, but hopefully on the other side it won't be too bad. When you get a 5-pound smallie on the fly, you gotta be willing to work. This is the crap my son does because he's 12. It's pretty bad when you have to start like trying to be more like your son, you know. But you guys, if you've been fishing your whole lives, you know what I mean. You get to a certain age where you're like, well, this is good enough. No, it ain't. There's a little turtle shell. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Put that in my pocket. It's clean. Not clean enough. I ain't messing with that. All right. I'm gonna try to roll cast in here before we blow the spot out. You guys are acting all tough. Timmy Tough Knuckles, Ashley. That's what we call him. Timmy Tough Knuckles. Oh! Freaking. Hold on. Sitting here reading chat. Seeing what drama's going on. Yeah, Timmy Tough Knuckles. Yo, you guys like Timmy Tough Knuckle? He makes an appearance tonight. There's a short coming out with Timmy Tough Knuckles in it. You guys are going to want to see it. We have a few characters on this channel. Timmy Tough Knuckles. We got Power Bait Pete. I forget, Kevin Van Dam, the fly fisherman Kevin Van Dam. What else we got? All right, I'm gonna try to get this. I got to do roll casts here to get this out. Here we go. Appreciate that. We try to have good streams in here. There's a fish. Just, you may want to skip, oh, he's off. You may want to skip Monday's live stream. That's as YouTube as we get. I'm trying to get it. Okay, there we go. That's a good backhander. Timmy Tough Knuckles is just a nickname when somebody thinks they're hot stuff. It could be anybody. It could be like the Harley guy revving up his engine. No offense, Jenny. It could be some dude with a sports car or a fancy e-bike. It's just anyone who thinks they're cool, you know? And it could be cool. And it's not always a bad thing. It got off. I didn't touch him. It doesn't count. Doesn't count. I can't go any further than this or I'm gonna hook the tree behind me. There is a good fish holding here, so I'm gonna roll cast, fan cast through, and then we're gonna get on the kayak and head upriver. I gotta get you guys charging anyway. I know there's crappie here too. I caught that really big crappie out here. Gotta be in here somewhere. Where are you at, Aiden? Close to you? Come on out, man. But we're gonna head upriver soon. It's funny, this is a great spot to fish. All the locals say it sucks. But I caught a 50-inch muskie out here. My son caught a smallie over 5 pounds. We've caught probably a dozen bass over 4 pounds out of this creek. It's amazing how many good fish this creek holds. But they're so spread out and there's such crappy fishing in between the spots. You know, it's not easy to find them and get them to bite that day. But they're out here. The folks who grew up fishing this creek, they know they're in here. People laughed at me when I was muskie fishing here. They were like, there ain't no muskie in there. What are you, nuts? I'm like, yeah, there are. Because you know why? I ride this trestle up there, see where these people are? And when the sun's up real high, you can look down and you can actually see the fish. And there's a whole bunch of bridges like this. And occasionally you'll see the muskie. Not often, maybe 1 or 2 a year you'll see, but they're here. This ain't really known for largemouth. Biggest largemouth I ever caught out of here was 4 pounds. We've caught bigger smallies. Have I ever caught what? Tell me you don't know my muskie videos, G. I got a whole playlist. Yeah, we got a 50-incher out of here, bro. It's all recorded. It's on the channel. I don't self-publicize enough, I guess. Got to make a bigger deal and post it up more. But yeah, we got a 50-incher. He was probably... So it was a 48-inch tape, I think it was. And he's clearly like well over 48-inch tape. So we didn't measure him out any different than that, but he's clearly over 50. Yeah, there's a playlist, Mission Muskie. Honestly, the reason I didn't really publicize it, G, was because it was a local spot and I didn't want it to get blown out. But you know what? It got blown out anyway. And to the point where they actually closed that whole access down. They closed it because everybody was coming in there fishing all night and leaving beer cans and everything else. And yeah, I mean, just a week ago when I was kayaking out here with Kevin, bunch of kids came by in a raft and they're like, oh, it's anything. You the dude who caught the muskie, right? They all know. All the local people who were chasing muskie know. So they blew that spot out. And I felt bad about it. I tried to protect it, but I guess I shouldn't have showed the video at all, really. But people are gonna know. If you're a serious fisherman, you know every rock. When you see a video of somebody in one of your spots, you know what I mean? You look, you see this tree with turkey tail mushrooms, you know where it is. If you're fishing hard, you know where that is. Don't take much to figure it out. All right, Zyro, appreciate the help, man. All right, Ashley's sensitive. She's very sensitive. What do you want me to talk about, Ashley? Pick a topic. Good Lord. All right, we're gonna get up there. Might take another cast or two under the bridge for Aiden. And then we're gonna head upriver. There's a rocky shore. We'll fish off of that. Get those thresholds done, Zyro. Einstein-Rosenberg Bridge. I don't know what that is. It's good, Aiden. It's good. It's good. I've learned, man. I've learned that it's really hard to understand what people mean by what they say when they text things. So you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's just the way people are. Especially funny people. People that like try to be funny. Like I try to be funny. We get screwed half the time because you get misunderstood. It's just a fact. And then you throw in people from different parts of the world and have different mannerisms or different sayings and forget about it. Like we're from the mid-Atlantic of the United States. So a lot of people think we're complete assholes the way we talk. I can't talk about Timmy Tough Knuckles though. He's coming out at 8 o'clock. I don't want to take Timmy's thunder. Timmy doesn't like that. There's a fish. Flying fish. Flying fish. We didn't really fish the other side of the bridge at all. Should probably go do that too before we get back in the boat. Okay, off you go. You didn't want to cooperate. Roll cast out there. There we go. Chick's got like a Segway up there. I feel like they talked about these Segway things like they were going to be like a big deal like a decade ago. And it's like now everybody seems like they got them. I don't know if they got bought out by that one wheel company or what. I expected them to be all over the place like a decade ago. Oh, I got a rock in my shoe. What's funny is if I'm completely quiet, then people leave chat too. You have to be kind of annoying to be on YouTube. It's like a prerequisite. My mom says I'm special. Okay. We'll get out there. I think we'll come around this side. A lot of activity up on this side. And we can still cast downriver, though I hate casting downriver. I think I talk more when I'm doing point of view fishing, because I want to tell you what I'm doing since you don't see my face and I can't really sign anything. So I can see there's fish up on the side, right? There's fish back here. So I'm gonna work my way around. I should be able to cast off the front of this in about 180 degrees. All right, that's not as exactly how I wanted it to be. But you have to let me know with the signal. Every time we go around the big rock pillar, we risk losing our signal. Yeah, Raiden, what's going on? The problem though, Tina, is, oh, I'm falling over, got one. Is it's like showing your cards. Like if you're annoying, then people are going to flip off anyway. You might as well just tell them right up front. Like, this is me, this is who I am. You know what I mean? Little fishy Raiden. What the hell's that? Oh, we got a bunch of geese up here. Don't come down here. I like the looks of those geese. Like they got a swing up there connected to a rope. I'm right under the bridge, Aiden. Are you a goose? Oh. Get a couple more out of these shallows before we work on the other side of the pole. See if there's anything big up here. Yeah, we're fly fishing today. Every Friday is fly day on the channel. We live stream every day here, but Fridays we come out with the fly rod. Today we're kayaked up into this creek. We're gonna go further up if signal permits and try to get on a big smallies. They can be anywhere in here though. This is a pretty good spot for them as well. It's a spot that we don't usually hit with the spinning rods because of boat control. So I'm trying to work it a little bit since we're on foot today, which is unusual. Oh, Aiden's freaking skinwalker, invisible, bro. Look behind you, I'm right there. Well, I'm the guy in front of you then, bro. Little fish hitting it there. I'm just gonna work into the deeper water and then I'm gonna go out onto the main channel. Yeah, in fact, I've got two fly rods with me. I got another one right around on the kayak here that is rigged for carp, and I actually have a handful of pack bait in a Ziploc bag. The thoughts crossed my mind. It's the way it always works is when you're not expecting carp, that's when you see carp. Like yesterday, we weren't really planning on it, and there were freaking carp all over the place, and we weren't ready. So today we're ready, and we probably won't see anything. But we do have a setup that I got a fighting chance with. But I'm gonna wait till I really see them in thick somewhere before I go for that. Nice, Ashley. Yeah, let me know in chat where you guys are from. And let me know if I got my signals okay now that I got my back to this big beam. I'm gonna work this shade line from the bridge here. Ohio, nice, not far at all then. We're in Pennsylvania. Eastern part though. Bass are just off spawn here, so we might be bass fishing tonight. Oh no, I work tonight, I was gonna say. Might be bass fishing tonight too, but I'll be cutting fish tonight. Nothing right there. Interesting. Kind of expected to get a hit right there. You okay, big buck dude? I'm thinking he means Virginia, I don't know. Maybe Virgin Island. Spell check sometimes tough. Interesting. Really thought something would be in that spot. Ooh, that nailed it. Nailed that one. Missed him though. Got excited. Saw the worm just disappear. There he is. Stay on, bro. All right, let's move upriver. Spot's not really doing it for me. We'll take one backhand cast into this spot and get all the line out and make a nice long back cast upriver, because they are going nuts up there. So maybe there's the big one chasing. These are little guys. I'm gonna just kind of go behind them and hope that there's a big one looking for these little guys, and maybe he sees the worm and decides to whack that on the way. Roll up some of this extra here. We're gonna get ready to get on the kayak and make a move here. Yeah, we caught one largemouth earlier. Should be pinned up in the comments. That Zyro was spamming in chat earlier. That's why he was spamming. Let you guys know what we caught. Should be a largemouth on that. Half decent one too for a tiny little creek. What's going on here? How's this hook itself? Okay. Get this ready in case we see something on the way up. We want to be ready to go. Okay. You're right. Remember that? The whole spam conversation. We're having a good time. Come on. Get this. Such a cumbersome type of fishing. I mean, it is nice and romantic and all that crap, but man, it's just such a pain in the ass sometimes. I want to get like a nice little 3-weight rod. Holy crap, that's deep. This water is not good for somebody who's got a bad back. I think this is a big iron plate right here from the railroad. Yeah, railroad plate, steel plate. Okay, let's get out of here. Bunch of fish in here using my boat as cover. Sounds about right. Just out of the way. I'm going to transfer you guys onto the front of the boat. Bear with me a second. Socks and Crocs, it's a texture thing for me, because if you're barefoot and you get one little pebble, it's like it hurts, right? But if you have socks, you don't even feel that little pebble. So I like socks with my Crocs. I don't really care what other people think. I like it, feels good to me. Maybe I'm on the spectrum, but it's okay. Oof. There we go. All right, Big Buck Dude is in Virginia. All right. Jenny, thank you for solving that riddle. I kind of thought he was in Pennsylvania. We're not on a beach. We're not on a beach, though. Yeah. Wait, we're on the ground here. We gotta go this way. I'm serious, Ashley. I'm serious. My older boy is he's on the spectrum, as they say, very well on the spectrum. Let me tell you, it's probably not the right thing to say, but autism's fun sometimes. He's a lot of fun to hang out with. One of the coolest dudes I know. I don't know, Big Buck, dude. I don't know. For some reason, I just thought you were in Pennsylvania. I don't know why I thought that. Yeah, you know what? Really blow Ashley's mind. I also have Crocs. I have Crocs and socks, and I also have orthotics. I got orthotics on too. Yeah, gee, I'm not making fun of it. It's fun. My son is autistic. I'm sure you know that. Lyle is autistic. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I spend a lot of time with him hanging out. He's a fun freaking kid, man. He's a fun freaking kid. You go look at the video I put out. Oh, I got you. Yeah, look at the video I put out. What's up, Declan? Of member only video I put out this morning, I think I published it. Like, we're in an amusement park right in the middle of the day. He's like, I just texted my buddy. I told him I can get him a fossil. And it's legit. Like, we fossil hunt in that general area. And I'm like, you serious? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let's go. So we leave the amusement park and we drive a mile down the road and we go up and we get these fossils for his buddy. You know, like right out of the blue. That's what I mean. It could be fun. Collins, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? We're gonna get up here and hopefully we have good enough signal. You're gonna let me know, but be patient because I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna move around a bit. But we're gonna land right off the back side of this island here. I can already see this is gonna be a good spot. This is gonna produce if we can get a signal. One just came up right in front of the boat. Where are you from, Collins? Let me know in chat. What part of the world you fishing? If you got content, drop a comment. I'll make sure I connect over to you. We're going to land the kayak. We're fly fishing today. We're going to try to get a big smallie. Caught a lot of fish already, but we want something big. The largemouth was half good. Nice shady spot back here. I should probably land over here because that little spot where the water's flowing out is actually a really good spot to fish. I don't want to stick my kayak up on it. It's a little low spot here. We'll try to pull up. Deep sea fishing costs a lot of money. I do go fishing. You should have watched last Sunday. We caught 10 sharks, man. We just aren't doing that today. We do go down to the ocean pretty much once a week. Starting now, you know, throughout the summer. Yeah, we definitely get on some good saltwater fish, but deep sea fishing is, unless you got a big boat, which either way, it's still really expensive. This channel is really about showing off wealth because we ain't got it. It's more about grinding and getting really good fish. You know, anyone can do this stuff that we do. My $100 kayak, you know, pack bait, carp rod, and fly rod. And anyone can do this stuff. So we try to show you what's possible. That's why it's called Anything is Possible. Don't need $1 million yacht. You don't need $1 million yacht to catch a lot, right, G? Okay. Check your spam folder. Here we go again with the emails, G. No, I'm just messing. All right, I'm gonna cross It's a little shallower than I thought. There ain't gonna be nothing big here. Some gills right there. Look at all those beds right there. The spam folder always gets people. All right, I'm gonna walk off to that point. That's our best spot. Trying not to walk on these sunfish beds. See these little spots with the gravel? So that's from the fish that are having their babies, you know? So they'll brush all the dirt. It's kind of like gold panning. All the loose segments fly off, and what you're left with is the coarser rocks. And that way it protects their little fry. A little bit of protection for them. All right, this is actually a pretty good spot. We're gonna get out there. How's the signal looking, G? Or Tina, or anybody that can let me know. Oh, thank you for the 100s. Many 100s. I won. Appreciate it. It's great. Oh, dang, that was a good one right there, G. That was a good one right there. He slammed it. Totally missed it. Let's go. He ain't a good one, G. What are you talking about? He's a fish, though. It's a fish. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Yeah, that's all right, G. And let Ashley go. She's probably 13, 14, I don't know. I'm guessing. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I always trust the folks who've been here for ages, and G's like always here. Sometimes I need you guys feedback so I know what, you know, where I'm fishing. I want to make sure you can see. Like, I can't just go fishing, right? I can, but I turn my camera off and it wouldn't be any good for anybody but myself. So I try to find spots that have fish in it. There's one. There he's off. That have fish in it and that have a good signal for y'all. So that's what we're doing. This is probably the best spot on this whole creek system that's upriver and not down in the city to catch quality fish. So this is where I wanted to go. So I'm pretty freaking thrilled that we have a good signal. I do need to clean my back line here a little bit. Here, I got a little bit of a knot in my spool. There we go. I was gonna say, I might need that. Because if we hook into a 5-pounder, he's definitely gonna be stripping into the backing. So we're gonna work our way from here all the way across the other side. Working to what are nearest. Honestly, the best spot's gonna be up on those rocks. But then again, you don't know that. They could be up on this side feeding off of those sunfish nests, right? So before we go trudging right through this, we're gonna drift a few casts right in here. There's a fish right there. That might be a rocky. It is. Rock. Oh, he's off. Rock bass right there, y'all. Different species. He was never really hooked. He was just hanging on. All right, that's cool. Hooked my fly line, which sucks. Okay. Yeah, fish stick. You've had some good luck, man. We just got into my favorite spot, though. But yeah, the pinned up. We got a nice largemouth out of here, believe it or not. Weird, ain't it? But yeah, this little run right here should be good. There we go. Perfect. That's what I want to do. Yep, right away. Right away. They're in there. Right where that current gets pinched by those logs. It's just a matter of looking for something good. Trying not to throw the fly line over that. As soon as I see a hesitation, I'm going to hook set. There he is. Got him. That might be another rocky, a little bit bigger. Might be a little smallie. I think he's getting chased too by something. Yeah, little smallie, fat little smallie. Good Lord, look how fat that little guy is. Okay, hold on. Okay. Look at the belly. Whoop, just didn't want to cooperate. The belly on that one. Dorothy, welcome in. I can't go much deeper here. Can't go much deeper here. I got my backup battery in my pocket. Get this tangle out. We good? Yeah. We got a lot of good water to fish here. Man. We usually kayak up here with the spinning rods, and it's like, you know, you come up here, you mishandle the boat a little bit, and you blow the whole spot out. So it's really nice to come up here, land the boat before you hit it, and really get out here and work, you know? This is good. Really let it get down there. Here's something up in the woods, probably another deer. Let's take another step. This is the honey hole right here. It's gonna get nailed. I think that was just a rock it bounced off of. Interesting. Let's get this line out and make a long cast here. There we go. Oh yeah. Missed one right there. Biting right there. Just haven't hooked them up. Can see some little guys coming up, probably shiners. Gonna work this area, and then if I don't hook into something I really want to hook into, I might come back and hit it with a, take the battery charger out and go in deep and throw some minnow patterns, you know, streamers, and rip them across. See if I can get an aggressive attack here. If the signal gets bad, just let me know, guys. I'm gonna start covering some water here. Try and get really long casts though. Oh, Declan wants to see one. All right, Declan, here we go. If I don't get one on this cast, I have a high probability of another spot right behind me. We'll cast. Let's go right where this water connects. So the smaller fish, like protected back there. They feel protected anyway. See him hitting it. Just don't want it. Just didn't want it, Declan. It was there. Work the shallow on the way up here. I'm going to be walking all the way up here on the bank. And that's actually where Kevin caught his 5-pounder, right there on the bank. So I do want to make sure that I'm casting ahead of me where I'm about to walk. You know, not just where I want to cast, but rule out that spot. Because they will come right up there on the shallow, especially this time of year when all the sunfish got their nests up there. This is where I'm worried about signal though. As we turn this corner, we get into some heavy flow. More rocks, more trees. Oh, there's a good cast right on that boulder. Let's see. Mend the line a little bit. Buy some more time on that. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. I'm already pretty soaked, so it feels good. Might have to take a dip at some point today. I'm hoping I work in the freezer tonight. It's a nice thing about working in a fish market. If you're really hot after a long hot day, you just jump in the freezer for a little bit. Yeah, I tried to get out here as early as I could because I knew the fishing will shut off, but at the same time, that's why we're hitting the rapids. The rapids is the best spot to go when it's, when it's getting real hot like that. The fish sometimes still bite, in a place like that where they might not be biting anywhere else. It was a nice cool night though. It was actually almost cold this morning. I got to get out there further, but that's all right. I'm going to work this side, and then on the way down, we'll wade out further. Shoot, almost went in there, y'all. Almost went in there. I'm going to skip ahead here. Try to make sure we have a good enough signal to do what I want to do up here. Oh yeah, right in the hole. There's a lot of activity up there. See the wakes? Look at all those wakes. Yeah, they're in there. They are in there. Sneak up on this spot. It's hard to do with rocks jamming in your foot. You see the current out here, it's definitely picked up a little bit. I can see some big wakes. There's some flies on top of the water, some bait in here. Before I cast, I'm gonna get in here and check you guys for signal. I'm gonna try to wade out a little bit, which might help with the signal, get away from these trees. Let's see. Oh, what's his face? What's going on, brother? One of my newest subs right there. Just checked his channel out last night. He's got a great channel, folks. Check him out, check him out. We kayak. Oh, there's one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I think it's just a red breast, though. He might be a Rocky. He's a red breast. I see that dot. Not what we were looking for, but he slammed it. We're trying to get into a smallie. We kayaked up here into the rapids. Chill, dude. There you go. Off he goes. We want the fish that's going to eat that fish. That's what we want. All right. It's a big rock there. It's got current right off of the outside of it. That's what we want to put this worm. I don't know if you can see all those bugs floating there. That's basically where we want the fly to drop. Not the green line, but the actual fly. If we drop the green line there, we're going to scare it away. Anthony Serrano, what's going on, buddy? This is right where Kev caught his 5-pounder the other day. Stealing a spot. Yours is blurry? Okay. I figured. Damn it. All right. Oh, there's a fish. Little fish right there. Get him off. All right. Let me just make a quick roundabout on this spot, and then we'll move to a spot where we have clear picture. I gotta get my rocks out of my shoes. Oh, did I just catch a fish? No, I did. I lost it though. Caught a fish just dangling it in the water, not paying attention. Okay. Saw a fish right there. Getting all the extra line out of here. Don't need extra line at the moment. Caught a little fish at the same time. Okay. Anthony Serrano. Don't ask to be a mod. Still blurry. I just want to take a few casts here. We will find better signal. It just sucks because this is exactly where we caught the big boy. It's going to get a bite right down there in that dark spot. Bam. There's a fish, little guy. I wondered if I get out in the main current, if we would do better there. Looks good right now. Not blurry. All right, I'll spend some time right here then. Cool, cool, cool. That's how it was when Kev caught his big fish. Like as soon as I was still, it actually was good. But that was too late. You know, I was already jumping around like an idiot. Luckily, we got good footage of it, though. I was smart enough to shut down the live for a second and run the camera, so we got good footage. This is prime location for nice smallies. I don't want to hook the trees behind me. Missed a hit there. Got him that time. Not what we want. Glad we got a few rockies though. We got some smallies, plenty of sunfish. We even got a largemouth. We got a nice mix of fish, but I want a big smallie. I need at least a pounder. We got the catches pinned up, Henry. Whoops, don't hit the rock. Bounced him off my shoe, he's fine. I got a bad habit of when I drop something, I use my foot, which is usually fine when you're dropping fish, but I've done it with like heavy bowls and bowling balls and all kinds of stuff. It ain't so good then. Furniture. Stick my foot out like a freaking idiot. Just crush my toes. All right. Tell you one thing. It's getting hot. It is getting hot. Probably going to catch a tree here, but I want to get it out into that main current a little bit more. Try to roll cast it. There we go. The old roll cast. You don't need to know how to fly fish. Don't worry about fly casting. The first thing you need to learn is how to roll cast. I'll tell you, you can get by just fine roll casting all day long. Gonna watch some old dude with a cowboy hat do dry casting. You hardly ever get to do that crap. Yeah, if anybody wants to, I don't know what you guys are chatting about, but yeah, memberships are available, 99 cents a month. Yeah, you can super chat or any of that stuff does help, but you might as well just become a member because we do a lot of member-only content since we fish like every day. You know, like last Sunday, we did a 14-hour live stream for members, all saltwater fishing. So, and it's not like, you know, I mean, honestly, they get some of the best footage too. It's just on the long days. You can only chat so much. When you're out there all day long, man, it gets hard on the voice. So I'd rather have like, you know, do the live stream publicly, and then for the rest of your day, kind of have a smaller crew where they kind of know the routine, and you don't have to chat with them constantly. You can take a break, you know what I mean, and still run the cameras, especially when we got like 12 rods out on the ocean. And they're just hanging out, and they get to know each other. So it's like a nice little community. You guys can be making fun of me while I'm busy. There, Dorothy, thank you, thank you. Roll casting is done with a double taper fly line. You can, there's a lot, this is just a regular old fly line. I don't think this is tapered at all, to be honest with you. I mean, there's certainly ways you can do it, but that's a roll cast right there. Just slide the fly across, make a big bow in the line, and just as it's about halfway in, whip it back out. A lot of guys use that when they're like salmon fishing up in like Pulaski, New York, and you got like a heavy jig on. You're not casting anywhere. You're roll casting here, let it drift to there, over and over again all day. That's what you're doing. If you do anything more than that, the guy fishing next to you is gonna be pissed off because you're into his spot now. I mean, I did actually teach courses back in the day on fly fishing, but I've gotten away from like traditional fly fishing. You know, I don't really care about it. I'll throw a freaking worm on there if I want. I don't care. There's some of the awesome people, but you have the whole stuck-up crowd that fly fishes too. But I think honestly, like the new crowd that's in fly fishing, there's a lot of kids getting into fly fishing now, and they don't have the old stuck-up mentality of like a dry fly is the only way and all this stuff. You know, they have a lot more diversified approach on fly fishing, and there also seem to be a lot more welcoming of folks. Like there's some great fly shops around that are amazing places. They talk to everybody who comes in. I remember some shops growing up. It was like, you come in and ask a question, they'd look at each other and kind of like laugh under their breath. And I was like, you know what? Screw you, bro. You know what? Screw you. I'm going to do this for a living and piss you off the rest of my life. Yeah. That's what Orvis says, double tapered line. Meanwhile, somewhere there's some redneck using basically a rope and a fly on the end catching fish. Superfly guy would know. He's an expert. He is an expert for sure. I've seen his stuff. He's definitely an expert tire, I'm sure. I haven't seen enough to see his fishing, but... All right, Let me come out into the stream here where I can hit both sides. And then I can really work the spot. Right here is where Kevin caught his 5-pounder. So we're in that spot. Yeah, people like make it too complicated. Any kid that knows how to like lasso anything, whip a rope around, knows how to fly fish. You can learn all the subtleties you want. Learn about not splashing the fly. And that's where all the basics, like all the next stuff comes, like tapering your leader the correct way, the right weights and all that stuff. But it's more important to understand like how it works, because most times you're going to cheat anyway because of the conditions you find yourself in. So if that's the case, you need to know like, oh, okay, I'm throwing a really heavy fly. I'm having trouble casting it. Well, that's where you want to roll cast, you know. That's kind of what they do up in Pulaski a lot. And honestly, I do that all the time for winter fishing for trout with like a nymphing. I'll work the deepest hole because once it gets to a certain temperature, you know they're not real active even in the cold. And I'll just kind of pick the most likely spot where they're going to hold and just work different patterns and just bouncing it along the bottom over and over again. Saving Grace in the house. What is going on? I wanted to make that spot work, but you know how it is. Just because that big fish was there last week, don't mean he's here this week. This is my spot over here. I'm going to fish my spot. Kevin got lucky. Little Finn got lucky, guys. Hard workers get the best luck, though. I surely believe that. The harder you work, the better luck you get. That kid works his ass off. Let's see if I can get out there without getting my battery soaked. Come on. I'm just going to fan cast these rapids here. Yeah, if you hear a snapping sound when you're casting, better look at your fly. It might be off. Right? But when you fish every day, there's going to be days that are less than ideal. You might have to battle winds, and so I know a dude will not fly fish if it's like anything more than 5-mile-an-hour winds. I'm like, you do know you're going to die someday, and you just limited your fly fishing days like 1 out of 10, you know? It's always freaking blowing here. Oh, flying fish, y'all. I can hand line this guy. Flying fish. Little bluegill. Dang. Took it down deep for a little guy. Yeah, that's the sound of money. Snap those flies out there. That's catch and release fly on the actual fly, you know. Okay. Try to get out there a little bit further. I've got like ADHD. I'm not sure which way to go because I'm surrounded by good water right now. Yo, it's freaking crayfish. It's bumping into me. It's the size of a lobster. I peed my pants. gotta pull my pants up because I got my backup battery charger for my cell phone in my pocket. Just barely touching the water now. Try to get up a little bit higher. Oh boy, might be a snag there. Hit it again, sucker. Hit it again, sucker. Whoa. Let's see if I can get up here. Green River Trout Slayer. I've seen you in here before. Let me get you wrenched up. Appreciate you coming back. All right. Come here, buddy. Sight fished him. I saw him take it. I didn't wait for the line to bump. I just yanked it. Red breast. Yo, Steve-O. Morning, buddy. I'm serious about that place. I put a short out, man. It's a fake Cracker Barrel. It might be the real Cracker Barrel, but it's not part of the chain. That place is awesome, man. It's just in the middle of nowhere. I just want to go up there and have a Yingling and shoot some pool. It's just got that old time vibe in there. It's nice. Lyle's the one that said it. Lyle said, Steve's going to love this place. I was like, yeah, man, this place is awesome. They got fried kibasi on a stick. Oh my God, it's good. They're good with the Polish food up in that part of the state. Pierogies and stuff like that. Oh, he took it. Oh, look at that. That was a little smallie. Let's roll cast that back out there. There he is. Oh, man. Need a 3-weight right here. Good morning, Tom. What's going on? Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm too ADHD for that stuff. I was really into it when I was like 12, but I'm almost 50 now. I've been out of it for a while. I mean, I still fly fish and I still tide, but it was getting in the way of everything else. He's going to hit it right away again. Going to mend it, but they're hitting it before I even might as well just let it run. Oh, that's a smallie. Here we go. Oh, damn it, he's off. That was a nice one. That was a nice one. He might have been a pound. Gonna let this run. Is that Ukrainian food? I thought that was more Polish. I know there's a lot of Polish in the Poconos. I always thought that was Polish. There we go. A little bit nicer. Get up here, bro. Yeah, I thought it was Polish. Hard to say. I don't want to get into a whole debate. The world being what it is. One country may have taken over another country. You know, you never know. Don't really matter what it is, but I know a lot of the Polish folks in the Poconos are big into that stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's all right, but I want real American food, man. I want Italian food. There he goes. Give me American food, damn it. I want French fries. Declan, there you go, bro. You still hanging? You saw a fish then. I thought you left a while ago. Glad you're still here. Nice pod we finally located. There's a nice smallie in here. He ain't, obviously ain't a 5-pounder, but there could be one in this hole. He was definitely about a pound though. He would have been a blast. I'm gonna fish at this side of that current. I think he's holding on this side of it. He's smarter than there's one. Another little guy. Another little guy. Ukrainians came up with it. Interesting. I mean, it's all borders, right? It's all borders and country names. Probably the same damn family. One stupid government fighting another stupid government, claiming it's something else. Man, there's a lot in that little hole. I'm working it around the boulders instead of the deep run, just to see if something's hiding in there. Here's one. That might be a smallie or a big red breast. Big red breast. That's our biggest sunfish of the day. Holy cow. He's as big as our smallie. Look at that one, guys. Little of everything. Big Knicks fan. Nice, bro. Yeah. Try to give him a clear water release without bending all the way down there. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. I'm going to be limiting the amount of bending that I do, guys. Sorry. Let's try these pockets over here. Rest that spot a bit. It's still producing, but I want to see if I can get that big smallie to bite. So I'm going to rest it a bit. It's not the smoothest. Let's put it down there on that run a little bit. There we go. Just need a couple feet to work with of smooth sailing. Something half decent followed it. Probably a small smallie. Put it right back behind this rock. Right there. Definitely over here. They're all piled up here. Right away. It's funny. That's fishing though. I mean, they tend to always be at the same spot, you know. Look at this dude just holding there. Let's see if a big fish comes up to try to hit him. Ever see a fly fisherman do this? Oop. Let's just hope he hit water. I didn't hear water. That poor guy. I was going to try to live line that sucker out there on the fly rod. Don't know where he landed, y'all. Safe travels, bro, wherever you are. Shit. That's right where that big boy was. Come on. Come on, don't tangle. That was a risky move right there. Let me be smart. My old age. My back, I can't keep track. It's recovered and I've re-injured it and it recovered. It's not in the clear yet, man. It's been bothering me on and off. I tweaked it like, what, yesterday's live? Yeah, I was fishing with Mama Fin yesterday and I tweaked it pretty good. I fell into a hole in the water. I was waiting and there was like a deep hole out there and I almost went in. Kind of tweaked it. If I could have gotten that out there, I probably would have gotten that bass. He was big enough to eat that. I know he's in that hole. He's right there. I guarantee he's still in that hole. Another sunny. I can work up the top of the hole a little bit more. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure what size that guy was. He felt a little bit bigger than the sunnies. All right, we'll get another one, and then I think we'll move a little bit here. I'm gonna try right up in the rapids. Challenge a signal here, see if we can get a signal. Time for me to get my head wet anyway. Right there. I'm gonna let it pull a little bit at a quicker pace. Feel like I'm mending it right in the deep hole, you know. It's just a little guy. Ain't the one I'm looking for. All right, let's make a move, guys. Gonna need your help telling me if the signal's good or not as we get up into these rapids. I might even go above the rapids. We'll just see how it goes. Yeah, to help, Tina, appreciate it. Have a good day. Thank you for coming in. Got about another hour to go. I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring. Hoping to see something like crush up on the side. You can kind of see them down there on the side. We moved up here, they moved down there, which is pretty typical. You kind of just have to get lucky. Oh, they're the big smallies, I think. Let's get this line straightened out here. Okay. Tighten that up a little bit. Yeah, it's still hard to believe he caught that fish that big in this little pocket. Look, I mean, look how tiny this water is right here. That's where he caught that sucker. What's going on, Jane? Welcome in. Welcome in. We're out here in Pennsylvania fly fishing, trying to get on some smallies. We caught a few smallies. We caught a largemouth. We caught a bunch of sunfish. What else did we catch? Rock bass, largemouth bass. I think I said that. Let's try up on this point here. Smallies like that current. They'll hold kind of like a trout will. They want that current. So you're looking for cover, rocks, or wood with some deep water and with a good current. That's where you'll find these guys. I gotta go right up over my head with this cast to avoid the trees behind me. It's real good. Huh, it must be just that one little pocket. That's weird. It's really weird. See where we're at battery wise. Yeah, let me mess with the battery a little bit. We ain't where we need to be. This freaking charger. Okay. If we don't get the charger charging, we might be doing a lot more boat fishing on the way back, which is all right. We caught plenty off the kayak. Flaky. It's flaky. The signal are. We'll see. We're moving, so I'm not as curious when we're actually moving because, you know, if the signal's not absolutely perfect when I'm moving, it will be messed up. But I don't stay moving. I'm looking for fishing spots. We might pop up above those rapids. There's a good group of fish above that. Oh, there's a fish. That's probably a smallie in there. No, red breast. What are you doing there, bro? What are you doing in the rapids? You're crazy. He thinks he's a smallmouth. Woo! Wee-oo! All right. See what else is up in that little seam. That's a big current and a big seam right there, so let's see what else might be up there. I mean, he slammed it too. You slam it like that, usually more than one. Got competition, they got to eat fast. There's a rock there. Gives a little eddy behind it. Try to put that worm right in that eddy. What's going on, Joe? Starting to bounce. We're going to move up a little bit. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, we're looking for some smallies. We've caught a few, but we were hoping to get a real big one today. We got a 5.5 pounder right here last week. So. Throwing the fly rod though, a little bit harder, but that would be 5.5 would be my PB on the fly rods. So that would be fun. Okay. to get up around this little island here, and then we'll do a signal check with you all. Gotta cast in some of these pockets on the way, though. You guys know how I am. Gotta at least throw one in there. I won't spend a lot of time. Oh, we got one in there. Got one in that seam. Little smallie. See, that's right where they're supposed to be, guys. Right where there's no signal. Little tiny baby. But he's in the right spot. Holding where he's supposed to hold. Oh, there he goes. Let's throw another one out there. Probably a horrible signal, but right where he's supposed to be. I just saw Glacier Shark put out a video. It's called Zyro is a Chicken. I kid you not. You know, that's like the ultimate pocket fishing right here. How do you keep this fly in the right spot? Okay, let's get above these rapids. Drago, what's going on? Hurley, appreciate that, buddy. Reverend Hex, thank you. I'm gonna get above these rapids. Oh, I just had another one right here. Must be a good bit of them up on the side. All right. This is going to be treacherous. Something big up there, unless that's a diving duck. Something big up there. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was going to say, you know I'm in Pennsylvania, right? My feet are going to be like mashed potatoes tonight. This algae that we get in Pennsylvania is the absolute worst. Like, there's nothing you can do to like make it not slippery. Even the white pads are crap. Everything's crap. Mostly smallmouth bass, but we'll take whatever we can get in these creeks. There's a lot of sunfish in here. I'd like to get some big rock bass, but rock bass are hurting in this area last couple years. You see these little smallmouth bass holding back here in the main current. Probably being pushed out by a bigger one. Figure out what I want to do. I can get up here and fish into this pool. Let's get over here. Get roll cast this ahead of me. Oh, that's a move 50-year-old me doesn't make too well. I would have jumped that one 5 years ago. My jumping days are gone, y'all. I ain't jumping nothing. I jumped one day and I heard a crack. I don't jump anymore. Plopper in here? Nah. I don't think I'll do the plopper in here. We got a 5-pounder in here last week. I think we'll stick to what we do. We need rain so bad here, Lucky. We're hurting for rain. I'm just working my way into this pocket like I always do. I want to fish right there, but I ain't going to stomp through it and ruin the whole pocket. I'm going to work my way into the pocket. Yeah, we got a lot of fish. We got them pinned up. Too many to count. We stopped pinning them 2 hours ago. Probably pushing 100 fish. Still trying to get some more quality though. We're moving spots, so we'll travel till we find the next pool. We'll travel and we'll hit another pocket and we'll catch another 50 in the next pocket. This is, I think, a little too off the beaten track. There's one for the big smallies to be up in this patch, but a little red breast right there. See the main current goes down there. This is kind of like a little side shot. So unless they're up there eating sunfish, smallies are going to stick more to the, main current, especially the big boys. The old whopper plopper. Bald eagle, guys. Juvenile bald eagle going straight up the river. There he goes. Look at the birds chasing him off. So, not allowed in my neck of the woods. Get out of here. Whopper plopper is a good bait sometimes. It is one of my favorites, to be honest with you. Not here, though. When I'm fishing like a pond or something, I'm going to cover the entire pond, or I'm on a boat and I'm casting a lot. There's a fish. I'll work that, but I usually like to work something that you could run by a fish 100 times and you're not going to scare them away. That's just the way I am. I work areas slowly. So I feel like all the big fish, very rarely you catch a lot of nice fish on big lures, but I find I catch my biggest fish on small lures. And that seems counterintuitive, but where we live, there's a lot of pressure. It's probably there's another one. Our biggest enemy is probably fishing pressure here. They've seen it all. They probably can tell you what brand of whopper plopper you throw on them. Let's keep going up into here. Yeah, it's a little more subtle, right? Unless sometimes I'm not real subtle with the fly rod though. I got a nice leader on today. I should be all right. My leader last Friday. Oh, that was a nicer one. My leader last Friday was like 2 foot long, but we got some nice fish. Got some nicer smallies last week on the messed up leader. Red breast. Let's get down into the bottom of the run a little bit more. All we need is a boulder right there that you don't see, that you can't see because of the dark water, and that's where the big boy would sit. So you gotta kind of use your mind and creativity when you're fishing spots like this. If I were to stomp through there and be like, oh wow, look at that boulder, well, it's too late. You know, you have to be like, man, that's just the right amount of flow. If there's a boulder down here, that would be ideal for a 2-pounder to just be perched up under. But we're multi-species fishermen too, so, you know, we'll fish for just about anything. And when you move a lot, you might get into different species that find this area. Like, was it last Friday, we ended up getting, was it a mummet chug? I forget what we were catching. Some weird exotic microfish. Oh, there's one back in the shade. I missed. Itching my nose. Let's try to make a better cast on it. Let's get him this time. Hard to see chat now. I gotta move into the shade so I can see. Put one up on the edge. See what's up there in the shallows. Gonna move up on top of these rapids. See what we got going on up there. See a little bit of activity right above it. Drago, leave me a comment on one of my videos. I know you asked earlier. I don't really like the asking, and I remember that. Honestly, if you came in and you didn't even ask, I would have wrenched you up by now. It's just such a bad omen. It doesn't mean it is for you, but just in the majority of times when people come in and ask, it's a problem. Not everybody that's in my chats, I'm not saying you're not, but not everybody that comes into our chats is really friends and wishes me well and success. It's a horrible thing to say, but it's absolutely true. I've been doing this 5 years. There's a lot of jealous people out on YouTube, and it's just straight up weirdos sometimes. So I just, I'm real careful in who I mod up. And that's like a, kind of like, I don't know how to say it, but it's almost like every time that somebody comes in and asks that, it's not a good thing. So, but if you leave a comment, that'll allow me to go check your channel out, and I'll know you're legit, and I'll wrench you up so you can feel at home here. There's a nice big boulder right there. Let's see if something's under it. Just watch the end of that green line if it shoots out. Interesting. Interesting. You're 12? Nice, bro. Nice, man. A little too early to be wrenched up anyway, to be honest with you. YouTube, you have to be 16, so come in here and tell me you want to be wrenched up and you're under 16, I can actually be demonetized, so I definitely can't wrench you up. And this is what I do for a living, so I do have to watch that stuff. Used to be 13, but YouTube changed that to 16. Sucks too, because my son is under 16, and he had a really good channel as well, and they took down his channel, and he fishes a lot with me. So I'm not agreeing with that rule with YouTube, but it is their rule, and I have to abide by it because they pay me. You know, I have to. Huh. Maybe they're down deep and just do a slow roll here. Superfly is up in Canada, I do believe. Ontario, I think. Could be wrong. I don't know what he's catching. Might be a different mix of fish. I don't think sunfish are as prevalent up there. I'm not sure what they catch equivalent to our sunfish, like something that's easy to catch. But I'm sure he trout fishes as well. The cold water up there would be ideal for trout. Maybe pickerel or pike. Probably pike. Oh, there was one up there on the shallows. Hitting the top back there. See if I can get to him. Get up here in the shade a little bit. Phone's probably going to overheat if I don't hit the shade soon anyway. Be cool to have a property like this, wouldn't it? Just roll out back and be on the water. Oh, shoot, almost fell right in, guys. Trying to itch my way into the shade while getting bites here. That's better, I can see now. Come on, here, Superfly, bring back Snook. Perch. You do have bluegills. Cool. Up in Alaska where I lived, man, it was frustrating to catch. There wasn't really much small fish around. You know, it was like you're waiting for these huge salmon to come upriver. The pike were like 40 inches, you know, 40, 50 inches. It was really challenging to catch small fish. Never really got good at it up there. We'd only caught monsters. And I kept trying to go out and like catch bait fish so I could catch pike, you know, for dinner. But luckily they were really dumb up there. All you needed to do was throw a silver spoon and you'd end up catching plenty of big fish. I'm gonna just take a couple more casts here. I'm gonna head back down, get in the kayak, or fish towards the kayak a little bit more. And then we're gonna fish our way back down to where we started from. There's a fish. What do we got? Smallie, I believe. Yep, largie. Little largemouth bass. Look at this. Look at this. What are you doing up here, bro? Here, let me give you the special treatment. You're a rare breed in here. Rare breed. Look at that. Zyros PB right there. All right. Let's get out of here. That's right. Not all of them die. I wonder what the percentages are. We called them jacks in our river. There's some good activity out there if I can freaking stop screwing around and get a cast. Look at this. What the hell's going on? I'm telling you, that's every time I got the fly rod. The only time I have all kinds of issues is when a fish goes crazy right in front of me. That's when I get tangled up every damn time. I don't know how much of that you saw, but there was a fish just all over the place out here. It was out here eating everything it could find. It was just slamming the top. And I'm sitting here with a freaking line wrapped around my rod like an idiot. There we go. That ain't him though. Just as I was hooking up there, he's up on the side now rolling. There's a decent fish up here though. I'm dead serious, Logger. Can't make this shit up. I made that comment like a week ago on a live, and I remember it because you guys probably just laughed. I'm like, I'm dead serious. It won't matter how many good casts I make. When I need to make the perfect cast with my fly rod, it'll be tangled around the damn tip of the rod or something. Every time. He's over there now. That's probably a smallie. Up there chasing bait fish. Maybe I'll come down here. There we go. Had enough of the spot. It's time to move. Ever catch one reeling it in like this? Other things you're not allowed to do if you're sponsored by Orvis. Don't go in the sticks. It went in the sticks. I said, don't go in the sticks, bro. What's wrong with you? I gotta get back to the kayak and get a drink. I brought one of those life straws out with me. I gotta dip into the river here and get a sip of water without getting beaver fever. Yeah. You guys just chill, man. Superfly's a good dude, man. We've had a lot of talks. He is a really good fly tyer if you go look at his stuff, man. He does have some really good shit. He likes to come in on Fridays because that's what he loves. He loves fly fishing. But he's been here for a minute. I got a Lucky Logger's grumpy. I got to give him some more cat videos. Oh shit! Jesus, Murphy. Uh-oh, losing the live, y'all. Damn it! What's going on here? Almost fell and knocked out the live. Shit. Come on. I'm at 4%. I am trying to charge my phone. Stupid ass phone. It says charge your phone. No shit. What do you think I'm doing? I gotta hold the thing in the port. Alright, let me get back to the kayak. We'll see if we get a better signal there. And I'll see if I can get this cord to stay in the port. It's probably because of the angle that it's on the chest mount. Yeah, Logger, chill, man. Appreciate you if you guys chill. If you can't hang here, you can't be civil to other people. You know, just because you feel that way about somebody, man. But you're expressing it in my spot. You don't need to express it. If you feel that way, that's fine if you feel like that. But you want to express it in my live, then it's a problem. You know, I don't know any of you that well, so you put me in a bad situation where I'm supposed to be a judge of somebody. I ain't doing that. That's why we have rules. Working our way back to the kayak. I'll try to get you guys back a good signal and a good battery in a minute. It's gonna suck for about 2 minutes. So if you gotta go hit the bathroom, it'd be a good time to do it. think we got a bad cord is what we got. Either that or we got moisture in the port. Screen's kind of going black on me constantly. So much good water right here. I want to fish it. Probably should have spent more time down here, to be honest with you. Especially off that side. I wonder if I could put you guys on the kayak, get you guys stabilized, take the kayak out and hook it up somewhere and fish off of it. First, we'll get to the kayak. Hope nobody stole it. Freaking rocks, man. I don't know if I got another cord with me. Freaking frustrating. Frustrating. No matter how many cords I use, it's like they're all good for a day or two and then they go to crap. You know? I don't get it. I don't get it. No matter what phone you use, something, you always got a problem with something. So I guess I'll just learn to deal with this. There's some nice fish right there on the side. Right next to the boat, go figure. Alright, get this in, get that in. Alright, give me a second, guys. I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back and let this thing charge up. All right, let's see what we can do. Come on, piece of crap. For real. Cooked, y'all. I think we're cooked. We'll try, but I think we're cooked. We got low battery and we're overheating apparently. So we are hanging in the shade at the moment. It might bring us back, but I don't think so. To be honest, I think we're freaking cooked. See what we got here. Don't have any other cords. We're kind of cooked on this one. I can see ahead of us. I can kind of see that you're still there, but I can't read chat, so I apologize. We don't have that much longer left in the live anyway. So we're gonna go down and try to hit a spot right across from us here. And maybe try to catch something good before I lose y'all, okay? But like I said, I can't see the screen. I can barely make it out that we're alive. And we might have a minute, we might have 2 minutes, we might have 20 minutes. But it ain't gonna be that long. I think you guys might have just gone away, actually. But either way, I'm gonna hit this spot over here real quick. this, I think you're still there. This is what we wanted to do. The plan was to come down wading and fish the far side on the way down. Man overboard! What's going on? Sorry, y'all. I think it was a charging problem today. I think it was the cable. It might have been overheat. I don't know. I'm just getting the kayak on and we'll chat on the way home. We're done fishing. Sorry. We ain't gonna come back from, once you're at 5%, you're done. We are cooked. People still hanging out. What the hell? Appreciate it, guys. Everything's good. Made it back to the launch. Just put the kayak on now. Sup, me Hunter, also know the big buck dude. Alrighty then. Welcome in, Thomas. Oh, yeah. Woo! Excited for bass season? Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be working in the morning, Thomas. So, I'm definitely live Monday through Friday, buddy. And then weekends, it depends on the fam, what they're doing. Usually, yes. I'm usually fishing with the kids both days anyway. Just depends whether we get a signal or not. Sunday, I know I'm going to be up in Pocono Mountains. I probably won't have a signal on Sunday. I'll probably be shooting if we have time to do it. Saturday, tomorrow night, probably going to get out with Littlefin doing some fishing, but I'm not sure. But every Monday through Friday, you can count on me being live sometime in the morning. I'll go live between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll stay live till like 1 or 2 o'clock if I don't screw everything up like I did today. Sad. I guess you're ready, Racetown. Where are you gonna go? You gonna go on your home lake there, or are you gonna go somewhere else? Bass season's always confused me, to be honest with you, because I see bass guys targeting bass all year long. So it's always confused me, because like bass season is like when you can keep them, you know, they come in season, but also when you ethically should be targeting them, because if you're really targeting them earlier than that, they could be on their beds and stuff like that. Haddock, welcome back, my friend. We're done fishing. We're heading home. Appreciate you stopping in. Had a good day. I mean, we caught a lot more than we pinned up. Zyro fell asleep about halfway through. We caught a ton of fish today. But yeah, I've always been confused by that, you know, because you fish for them, people are always out fishing for them. You can go up to the local reservoir and watch these $100,000 bass boats. Looks like NASCAR out there, man. They're taking laps around the bank just casting at it. And that's what they're going after, right? Woo, Ray's down. He's a rebel. He's eating those bass, y'all. Get him. Bad boy. Bad boy right there. He's eating our bass. Yeah, man, bass is good. I've never eaten one from the summer, but I'll tell you, I harvest them pretty regularly in the winter time. They're freaking delicious. Oh man, I tell you, I told somebody they taste exactly like Chilean sea bass, and they think I'm crazy. I said they taste just like Chilean sea bass, man. $33 a pound. That's what they taste like to me. Pan sear those suckers up. It's ridiculous how good they are. People that say they're disgusting, I think, have had a different experience. You know, they're probably fishing some nasty body of water with pollution, because they can withstand some pretty bad stuff. Get out of the road, you dumbass. But yeah, you can also get them in pretty good water too, and they are delicious. We're just heading home, red catfish. I just figured I'd pop back up because the live was still available. That way a bunch of people don't think I died, you know. They go back and rewatch it. I don't need a bunch of emails from my mom saying, what happened? Oh my God, Bobby died. Road rage, it was a squirrel, man. The squirrel wanted to get out of my way. Here's the boat Raystown needs, right here, guys. Right here. Come on, Raystown. You know you want another boat? Look at this beauty right here, bro. Oh, yeah. You know you want that one, buddy. Come and get it. Going crappie fishing. I don't know what I'm doing, man. We got a free available room out front still. I'll just have a little chat for a couple minutes and then we'll shut this thing down. Something different anyway. I got to get hydrated anyway. Shark. I work tonight. I'm cutting fish in a couple hours, so I got to get ready for work. I'll work till probably 10 tonight, so I won't be able to fish after that because I work again tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'll be getting up at 4:30. So yeah, that's a 14-footer Raystown. Nice aluminum foot V-hole. It can take a 35. Man, you imagine that thing on a 35? I need to redo the seats in there. I want to do like the poly, like the cutting board material. I want to put that in for seats, but I don't know. It may never happen. It might never happen in my current financial standings. I could go out and get a good job probably. Then I could afford to do it. And then I wouldn't have any time to go fish. So I think I'd rather not have any money and all the time to fish. Thought about that long and hard. But I think I'm happy where we are. We're paying the bills. As long as we can keep the bills paid, it's going to keep rolling forward, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything else to talk about, so I'm probably going to get this thing shut down, except having to figure out what cables I used today and never use them again. This one's at 4%, so I guess these cables are okay. Yeah, I know. I mean, that boat's going to be, that's a nice boat. I could actually take that out into like the bay even with rough conditions. I really do want to I want to pay somebody a decent wage to get that boat working, and like not finished off fancy, but like the V bottom kills my ankle, to be honest with you. It really hurts me on that thing. I would like, when I got it, and then I used it for, it got the job done, but I'm too old on the boat. Like, you know what I mean? It's time to get that thing old man proofed. Nadia, what's up? What's up? Norman C, appreciate you guys. Yeah, we're done fishing. We were just out there. We did 3 hours, 41 minutes. But we're going to shut this thing down today. We'll be live again, if not sooner, Mondays. And you know what Mondays are on the channel. You guys pick the bait. We're going to go catch fish with it. I got to look at the work schedule. If I don't work Monday night, I got a special live planned for y'all. It's going to be pretty interesting. Yeah, I might talk to you about on at Raystown. I just don't know what the options are and the possibilities and the costs and all that crap, you know? But yeah, it's definitely a possibility, man. I know you're handy with that stuff. Yeah, maybe we can talk about that. That's very inappropriate, Mr. Inappropriate. I would expect nothing less from you. Sergey, what's going on? But yeah, with my paddle. This is Mr. Inappropriate. This is a PG channel. You might want to come back on Monday. Mondays we do master baits fishing every Monday on this channel. I'm serious. I'm not making this up. Wasn't my idea. It's PG. But every Monday is Master Baits Monday. You can go back and look at my live streams. You'll see it there. People tell me what baits to use, and they usually send me a couple $2 to cover the baits, and some of them are freaking ridiculous. And we go out and we buy those baits, and we go use them. But all right, I got to get going. I'm tired. I'm hot. I got some chores to take care of before I work. You guys are just coming in. Hope to see you again. We just got done out in the kayak in 94-degree heat. I'm cooked. We had a good fishing day all around, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Peace.